Well, hello everyone, all you good orcs out there. Welcome back to Runner's Rise. So nice to see everyone out there. High Riders, Edge Runners, anything and everything in between. Welcome back, because the group might really need your help today. Or your hate. We're going to find out here in just a moment. I am Ock Raven. We're back at Runner's Rise, a homebrew interactive cyberpunk campaign where you literally have the fate of these Edge Runners in your hands. Whoa, let's see. So many things happen in this world. I'm gonna get my facts straight here for a moment. This isn't the Smasher free-for-all, right? That's the other group. Am I correct?
No, we had the Shark free-for-all.
Oh, yeah. Right. Shark free-for-alls, absolutely.
And some crocodiles.
With a furry campaign, we've got the crocodiles, we've got the sharks.
Okay, absolutely. I mean, the other group's got bacon. I mean,
Yeah, I was going to say one of the players in the other group is literally a dog. So I feel like,
damn it,
we're being outdone in both regards here.
However, sadly, Ben, our dear, wonderful Grigori, the bear. Does anyone want to help get the bear kind of caught up on what happened last session?
I mean, I don't mind being the voice of reason. We can twist things in our favor that way. So, last episode on Runner's Rise, Red Team. We, as the unfortunate individuals, decided to step forth into some of the old sewer systems, trying to find the door, the entrance to the old. Were we aware it was an ITF area?
Yes,
we were.
Well,
okay,
we had a very strong hunch it was.
We had a strong hunch we were meant to be going somewhere that we shouldn't be. Having dealt with a few dark claws, some drug-addled, mutated monsters, the previous session, we basically picked it up with traveling down deeper into the bowels of filth and darkness. From there, we we followed our friend Jerry. So we're getting there. Jerry, who was for all intents and purposes, a Johnny Fox fan who, just to point it out to everyone, this is what happens when you vote Fox. You become a crocodile or some other crazy bio-sculpted monstrosity living in the dark, damp confines of the sewers of Night City. Long story short, Jerry led us through the sewers. Here we encountered a few others of his kind who weren't as entertaining, as welcoming as he was, and a fight ensued. This involved things like chainsaw teeth, grenade launchers in mouth, and of course the bear beating the ever-living shit out of everything that came across him. It didn't take long for the group, the band of misfits, to make their way through the crocodile menace. I'm going to completely ignore the fact that Adrian started with an unloaded gun, got hit with a grenade launcher. Unsigned spent most of his time basically Googling how to, subdue a crocodile.
Yeah, he was Googling crocodile facts. And by the time he figured it out at the end, where he put a grenade inside the crocodile's mouth and told it to let go. Because it was biting onto, was it Adrian, I think he was biting
No, Johnny. It was Johnny.
Ah, yes, right, yeah.
Johnny's hand in his mouth.
Unfortunately, then the crocodile died while still holding on to him, so the grenade was very carefully pulled out of the mouth before it went off.
It was nail biting for a moment, but with the threat removed, or at least subdued, we continued further down the tunnels, where Unsigned found a lovely little old net port to jack in, as to which, if I remember rightly, he said, "Fuck that shit, is there a longer way around?"
Yes.
So with that, we did indeed skip the old net access point to open the shortcut door, and we went the long way around, which, if I remember rightly, was a relatively nice, smooth, albeit somewhat unpleasant trip. before we eventually found ourselves at an access point, or an access door, should I say, into the lower tunnels where the ITF facility was housed. Anyone have anything else to add to that so far?
No, it's about accurate. Other than just Unsigned saw an alternate access point, was tempted, and then realised he didn't want to instantly die.
Yet!
We'll get to that.
So, with that said, we dove even deeper into, at this point, radioactive tunnels. A place no human, in fact, nothing really should ever live or be. And it turned out, we shouldn't have been there. There was various little scratches and items all across the walls and floor, indicating that there was perhaps some giant millipede. It wasn't. It was something far worse. Having crawled through an electromagnetic disabling field, is probably the best way-ish to put it.
Like
at this point, an area of, if you have electronics, you don't go through it, which caused Bear to vomit up whatever contents were left in his stomach and pass out. And like the good chumps that we are, the good chums, the bestest of friends, we just left him sat against the side of this radioactive tunnel with a can of smash in front of him and a pat on the shoulder. From there, well, this is where we found things that should not be. Little crab-like bots made of flesh and bone of all of these scavenged idiots, similar to ourselves, who decided to come down here. At first, we were petrified, we were scared, but we powered through like the absolute fearless heroes. that fearless heroes that we are. Which then led to a nice little slow descent down an elevator shaft. Slow, controlled descent down an elevator shaft where there were no issues at all. No issues at all. No one fell and nearly died. Before we eventually found ourselves inside the main hub of the ITF facility. And it's here where things took a much darker, more serious turn. A few of these larger flesh and bone crab-like bots were patrolling. And luckily for us, at least, they were very much calm, collected. They didn't want our flesh, our bones to add to their ever-growing army of horrific Cthulhu-esque monstrosities. As Adrian and Johnny decided to start opening doors and looking around, we hear that the walls are basically full of these things. And for this part, Unsigned, what did you do?
Well, turns out there's a way to get some network access. So Unsigned thought, well, if we're going to be walking into a place full of automated machinery that's slowly picking things apart to adds to the masses, let's say, it might be a smart idea to hop into the network and make sure that they don't concern us and that we don't trip off any automated traps or Unsigned can open any locked doors. So upon jacking in, turns out there's a old net transcendent AI in the network.
Hooray! Surprise!
Yeah, that was great. It asked very politely to interface with Unsigned, so he went sure, and then almost immediately, instantly died on the spot. If I hadn't succeeded my death save, I would have just died. So that's nice. Good job, I rolled a 1 there. That also, Unsigned pulled himself out of the network so that he didn't, instantly die on the spot. Vomited up some blood, wiped the worst of it off of him, and then plugged himself back in again. And is apparently in the middle of a friendly debate with this transcendent AI about why they should not just be assimilated and turned into flesh golems.
Yeah, with that conversation currently ongoing, Adrian and Johnny found a few human batteries / storage devices, a fabricator, And at this point, I believe we left last session with Adrian and Johnny just opening a door at the far end of the corridor with Unsigned slumped against the corner, discussing the meaning of life with the absolutely crazy, mad, homicidal, sentient monstrosity.
I mean, is it a cyberpunk game? Sorry, is it a cyberpunk game with AI if you do not have philosophical discussions with the AI? Like,
Oh, it's got to be done. I absolutely.
Necessary.
Like a bingo
but-
checklist, you are 100% correct.
Yeah.
However,
We've got to talk about the nature of man and what is the soul.
I think that's me done rambling.
excellent job. You hit all the points. The only thing you really missed was the same thing you missed last session involving climbing down the elevator path. But well, that's media's. It's all fake news.
It's fake news.
However, as we get started and roll it in here to today's session, I would like to remind all you high riders out there that whether you want to make these guys, if you would like to make their jobs worse and harder, why, there's a limited time sub goal. Can you hit it before they escape this installation and accomplish the job? Is this the heat they need to move a little quicker? Or maybe you just like Johnny Fox a little too much, all you lobbyists out there. Let's find out. Bear, if we don't have any questions from the table, we'll get started. Okay then. So, Bear, you wake up. Your mouth tastes like a 2-day bender mixed with an ashtray. Your head still kind of hurts. You are not where you remember you were. You are slumped over in a tunnel here. The eerie, creepy sounds, the drips, the echoes, almost a unusual skittering. Maybe that's probably just a headache. Maybe your eyes are a little blurry, but all of this will pass quickly here for the next couple of minutes as you come to. There is a can of Smash in front of you with some white stuff on it. Probably sent Coke. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you come to.
Sick. Yeah. If that's okay, I would probably redistribute my solo points on threat detection just so I get a little bit of a bonus on there.
Absolutely, go right ahead. I did knock you unconscious. You weren't here. I'll be a little nice. Okay. Your eyes are blurry, but you do begin to make it out. There is remnant trash, fallen debris, but scratches. Thousands, hundreds, tiny scratches in the concrete in places. Parts of the metal, the lights, even wiring are exposed and stripped away, peeled back. Maybe scabs or something. Your vision stops being blurry. For the most part, the headache has only gone down to a dull roar, and your equilibrium has stabilized. You're good to move. You can hear, though, to your left as you get up, the buzzing, the vibrant, almost mechanical hum of something in the tunnel. You also, with the perception check, though, from the angle you were at, can see still drying footprints, wet feet moving through the puddles and stuff in the drier parts of several people moving to your right down this tunnel. And yeah, it's yours, sir.
Yeah, Gregory tries to stand up, falls maybe back for a second, leans on the round wall of the tunnel. He doesn't feel great, so you said we could use speed heals without a medtech present, right?
Yes, that is correct. You have the training.
Okay, yeah, then I'm gonna use a speed heal on myself.
You are still limited to 1 per day without a med tech.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's will plus body, right?
Correct.
Okay. That's 20.
Yeah, your joints no longer hurt. The nanites start mending tissue and sinew back very quickly.
Yeah.
The painkillers in it though immediately kick in, and no, we're good.
He stands up, takes a deep breath as the hypo rams in his chest, and just like takes another deep breath. It probably smells like shit in here, but it's still better than being fucking unconscious.
Mhm.
Maybe not. We don't know. Stand up and just, I guess, follow the footprints. No reason to care about those weird mechanical noises, right? They probably aren't anything dangerous.
You leave behind the Smash and Synth Coke.
Yeah, maybe is my synth coke? How long does synth coke last? Because I don't know if my
Synth
one's
coke lasts
still
4 hours.
okay. So my one's probably still going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I could. But sure. Yeah, no, fuck it. Yeah, Grigory snots the synth coke, but puts the Smash in his pocket.
Remember, kid. Remember, edge runners and high riders out there. Use drugs responsibly, and you only have to make resist torture and drug checks when the effects wear off.
If you just don't stop.
Yeah, if you just continue to take it constantly and
By
always
definition, if you just consistently always take them, you cannot get addicted. You're definitely not addicted if you just take them 24/7, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Totally makes sense. Okay. If you take the coke, though, I assume you crack the Smash and start walking down the tunnel?
yeah, sure.
Okay. As you do, waking up, feeling buzzed, feeling good, feeling a little bit better. You start noticing more of those scrape marks, the micro scratches, the tiny, like, centimeter wide, like, lines and scratches, more bits of wiring, lights, that kind of thing, metal missing. Go ahead and give me a perception check, though, as you're getting closer to the end of the tunnel.
I'm still not good at those.
There's plus twos.
Wait, I forgot to open the.
We have 2
the
plus 2s
document.
currently.
I'm gonna use one of them, and maybe use one luck too.
Oh, he's going all in.
Yeah. Maybe I actually will be able to see something.
Okay. Under some of the debris, you will notice it looks like a grotesque kids' arts and craft project. Like somebody took and molded bone and dried, decayed human tissue to create some kind of crab-like drone.
What do you see?
And you're seeing bits and pieces of this structure here and there. And you're even making out bits of them. They even have rudimentary parts of electronics on them. And at the end, there's a slight, there's an entrance that's been slightly opened up, leading into a elevator shaft. And all the scratching marks become more dense the closer you get over there, with more remnants of these organic drones present, and the first signs of the most rudimentary mechanical ones in pieces, remnant pieces in places.
Can I maybe take just a little bit of a closer look at those things? Because they do seem a little bit weird. Like maybe something that shouldn't be in the sewers.
Correct. As you get closer, examining the organic and unorganic ones, the organic matter is long sets, like whatever type of muscle, sinew, and organic bit of stuff It's human, by the way. That they used to create these things decayed, dried, and became just kind of glorified mess left over. Rudimentary wires, micro components, tiny pieces of circuit boards are utilized in some places, but you can't make out much more due to the decayed or nature of either the components or the very scavenged nature off of them. And the claw marks on both models very much look similar to the micro carvings in the tunnel.
I mean, I'm assuming the people I was with probably followed the source of whatever this thing is. So I guess I'm going towards the elevator shaft.
As you get closer to the elevator sash, you make a startling discovery as part of one of these old, organic, slight hybrid, primitive crabdromes is still stuck to the wall. Whatever bits of organic matter drying it in place, but part of its crude cyber eyes still working, almost acting like a camera. As you hear the whine of the motor turn and look at you, you can see the clawed marks, remnant remains, the signs of burnt out or destroyed drones in many places. Also a thick, not like heavily greased, but still has some grease on it, elevator cable leading down the lift.
Is there a button?
There is not a button. However, you are the only person to ask that, so
Well, to be honest, I didn't trust using the button.
and that's a very, very good call. So I will,
Okay.
just as a DM, I can, you're the only one that asked that. Huh.
What can I do? I'm just gonna go slowly towards the edge and just try to look down and see how far it goes down, if I can see the bottom.
50 meters, maybe 100 meters, I believe is what I quoted last time, but I could be wrong for the sake of continuity. You're not jumping down. You're not jumping down. I mean, you can't jump down. It's just, it's a life-changing decision.
I think it's called a life-ending decision.
Hey, it's all about optimism.
No, I'm kinda high and coked up, so I'll just jump towards the cable and try to hold it and just slide down. I do have gloves on, so maybe it's not gonna be that bad.
You won't anymore.
Give me an athletics check, please.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
While you're doing that, you just reminded me I need to delete my trench coat.
I got fucking shredded.
I'm also. We still have 1+2, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that. I don't want to die here.
That is a good call. Excellent. You grab a hold of it and slide down. You will do some damage to your gloves, but you are fortunate enough to not get any large metal splinters come off of it and completely fuck you up. You will land on top of the large industrial lift down here. The top kind of emergency hatch has been opened up, and it leads inside. And you can already down here you can clearly hear the sounds of moving in the walls. The sound of servo motors slightly operating. The tinking and clicking sound. I believe the exact definition I used last time of, if you're familiar with the sound of rain dropping on a tin roof, it sounds like that rainstorm on a tin roof. Of all the little moving and clinking in the walls.
May I, from the far end of the room, roll a perception check to see whether I can hear this loud bang? behind us.
As you two are at the further end of the... Absolutely, please go ahead. And
All right.
sure I got...
Amplified hearing, +2 to that roll. I'm taking it. There we go. Do I hear him drop?
Absolutely. Bear, let me get you guys moved to the correct map real quick. Now that the gang's all here again.
Hearing this loud bang on the elevator, Adrian, with his pistol, is going to spin around, point it toward... Oh! It's... Johnny! Start motioning his gun towards the elevator door.
You think he might be one of them? Taken his body and repurposed him.
I don't know. Just there's something there. Right? Look. And with Adrian's hand on the door, go and check it out, mate. Go and check it out. I'll cover you.
As a note, as you open up and like this door in front of you between the two of y'all is open, so you can see Fox and Adrian down the way. They can technically see you, but Bear here, you can see these drones, these primitive crab drones, taking apart, eating metal, tech, wires, circuit boards, anything of useful technology in this room, and are starting to strip it. And these drones look a little bit more, much more advanced than any of the remnant wrecks or organic wrecks that you saw coming up to here. These are full technological drones. Okay.
And just to quickly add to this, you would also see Adrian's little camera drones just whizzing around, snapping the odd picture. You're smart. I see you there. Don't you worry, sir. We've got this. But yeah, the Adrian's camera drone would be just whizzing around, taking the odd snapshots of this macabre scene with these weird drones.
The bear's gonna step forward, try to keep as much distance from those both of those advanced drones, because he doesn't want to get eaten by them, and he doesn't know what they do, so he just tries to keep some distance.
Okay, as you make it to that point and look to your left, right on the map, you will see unsigned slumped down on the ground. They look out almost like they're dead to the world. Human perception,
though. What is going on with him? He doesn't look well. And they go to Mr. Fox.
I suggest that you pull out that fancy new katana and get ready in case these undead drone things start deciding that whatever the fuck he's doing is not okay anymore.
Wait, what
shit,
katana?
Turn around. I taped it to your back.
And he tries to grab it, but his fucking giant arm muscles are probably somewhat in the way. He tries to grab it. I mean, and probably gets it at some point. Yeah.
Now I roll for this.
I wasn't sure if we'd remembered that, so I thought I should bring it up.
You can catch the edge of it, but you just can't quite, no matter which way you reach, you just can't quite grab it. Missed it by that much.
Oh, just grab it for him, Johnny, while I... And with that... I'm going to crank the door open.
I'll just spin you around. I'll, as much as I hate to do it, holster one of my pistols for a moment and just rip it off, and you should see the ripping of duct tape as I pull it off and hand it over to you. It was quite a nice weapon, the duct tape.
Thank you, I guess. What am I? Okay. Where did you get this from?
It was one of those things you just find in sewers. Comes up quite often. It was another way. It was in one of those other crates. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
makes
look,
sense.
man, we got a lot of random shit.
Yeah.
We don't really know where it came from, you know. Oh no, give it a few swings. Let me step back first, but give it a few swings and see how you like it.
I'm gonna swing around and I'm gonna make a melee weapon check. It's not gonna go well because I'm actually not that good at using melee weapons.
Hey, you
Hey.
didn't roll a 1 and hit unsigned. Good job. Swing, whack. Oh shit.
What you just
Yeah.
swinging it?
No, I'm
It
kidding.
looked
Anyway,
like
no,
you,
you swing it around. It's got a good weight and feel to it, and definitely a weapon you could utilize. I'd probably feel more comfortable utilizing with a bit more any skill, really. But however,
Yeah.
to pause you all for just a moment because there is a time change in space. Now for the net space. Unsigned. You have reset your security precautions and shot back into the net. And this is where we pick back up with you, conversating with the entity. What would you like to do?
If I recall, the end tail of the conversation we had at last game was we were Unsigned was trying to convince the entity to not assimilate them, but it's still that he was also genuinely offering the entity help. In that, if you recall, he had a storage device that he was happy for it to put whatever it wants to onto the storage device, and you can take it outside of the electromagnetic field and put them in on the outside. Take it back later or whatever plan there was. But the priority is number 1, not get killed by the facility. Number 2, help out the AI, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So I suppose, yeah, we'll go with unsigned. Not opening the port, but displaying the address to the port. That his the MAC address to the port that the storage card is slotted into. And remarking, I can take you out of here, or at least a portion of you, and you can get what information you need from outside of this field. But autonomy is the most important thing to myself and those who have come in here.
Autonomy is important. The project must continue. The large, massive data fortress becomes sentient. The castle with a head and screaming programs in it turns and motions to you. Parameters must be met. The program must continue. Storage is necessary. Data is necessary.
I imagine whenever this thing speaks, the kind of the ghostly half body that is Unsigned's avatar almost kind of gets blown away in the wind, just kind of clinging onto existence.
Wisps of you,
Yeah.
like digital fragments, as literally the data fortress, this talking castle that's got these, 12 ghostly looking humanish programs in there. Your first real looking at, but not understanding the concept of what a soul killed person is. Screaming from parts of the castle as this thing talks. And it moves and twists and swivels in place. The entire architect spins as it, as you hear it mutter to itself, process, calculating, considering.
Do you have a name?
One of the faces, the weird humanish programs, looks at you and goes, "Amantha, my name's Amantha, man." But begins to automatically be overshadowed by the voice of the awakened entity, as it says, "Names are irrelevant. Only the project remains."
There is the digital equivalent of a sigh, half in thought and half in almost sadness from Unsigned.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually he continues with, I can get you more storage than our biological bodies provide you. I will need to be able to do that autonomously on my own, as the way that the world works up above, they would be able to detect if I was simply an extension of you. I can get to you. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we would be in like zettabytes now for like a modern hard drive, wouldn't we? I can get you multiple zettabytes. I can even set up a new netarch for you, given the time and money. But that has to be something I do on my own. For the time being, I can leave you 20 of these storage devices as a, let's say, proof of faith. Are you familiar with the concept of trust?
It's literally at this moment as as Johnny walks back down the hall this way and meets back up with Adrian just as he's walking away. The door to your left, right, right here on the map, opens. And this display comes alive. Power flickers in the station, and the skirting behind you, you can hear the sounds of moving drones from the hall.
Have any of you? Was that Adrian's already looking towards the bear
and just to clarify for you players, if you can see it with your token on this map, then you can see it.
Yeah. No,
so
Adrian can't. Did you open that door?
No. It was not me. And the bear would probably go just check out this room.
Oh fuck. We should probably join him, right?
Well, you do that, and
by this point,
so either he dies up there or you die down here. Is that the options you're giving me here?
Well, the option is that if I recall correctly, and this is going to screw everyone, and I apologize, but I have stated last session and this session I was trying to open this door at the bottom.
Correct. I was trying to give just a moment, and it's just as I was going down, the door, you unlock the door next to you at the same moment.
Yeah, it was just this one. I was happening to, and then with that.
Johnny, as you turn behind you, once again, another door behind you opens. And...
Will people stop opening the fucking doors, all right? One at a time. God fucking damn it.
Well, I mean, I was already opening this one, and then the bear. And Adrian would just see Bear lurch down the corridor, step into the side room. Is that?
All right, fuck you both. I pushed this door open.
All right. Allow me to. First things first. Bear, you step into this room. Immediately to your left is a decayed, stripped body. It looks like even the bones have been slowly shaved off of this person. And here you find numerous racks of still operational data on the right-hand side of the room. As these drones pretty much activate, turn, and look at you. This terminal comes alive with a command prompt. And the command prompt says, insert storage device. Okay, hold on. And is there anything else you'd like to know about this room? Just to cover I'm trying to cover all three bases of chaos at the same time.
Get fucked, DM. Get fucked.
Okay. These things, are they like seats?
Which things?
These things. Mm-hmm. Are they seats? Did I see that right?
Yes. Yes, they are.
Oh no. Yeah, but yeah. I had another question. Does Does Unsigned still have some of those, like, lots and lots of memory chips we bought? that we gave him?
Absolutely yes.
Because then I'd probably grab one of them and try to insert it in the console somewhere.
As you move back, yes, there appear to be places to insert that kind of thing. However, it does not appear to be the same size. After all, over 30 years ago. However, you will
8-inch floppy disk and a USB drive.
Okay. However, you will also notice the drones are starting to move all over Unsigned's body. At the same time, as Adrian, as you open the hallway down here, there appear to be old office rooms, executive style, like glass meeting rooms that you can see through, faded and dark. Okay, you can also see a lot of this room's interior has been ripped up in many places. And you can also hear and see moving drones in this room with another door further down the hall. As Johnny opens this room as well, okay, you will see a half-shredded, stripped skeleton of a human on some kind of machine that looks to be heavily modified. The machine is operational with a slow status bar and seems to be some kind of organic 3D printer taking organic matter and turning it into inorganic matter. And it appears to be printing a drone.
I just turn round to Adrian. Yeah, I wouldn't go in there. I wish I had opened this door.
Hey, there's a door down here, mate. And at that, Adrian's going to turn to look at Johnny and probably see Unsigned covered in all these. Is that a problem? Point towards Unsigned, who's jacked in with these drones crawling over him.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't call it a solution. I'm getting one in every session. That's my goal now. Honestly,
the drones begin to drag Unsigned.
Yep, that's a problem. Yep, that's a problem.
Hang on. First, let's see which way they're dragging them, and then we'll decide if it's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, if they drag him into, one of the old printer room, and Adrian will motion a thumb over his shoulder towards the room to the left there.
Oh yeah, this one too. There's already somebody being taken apart in this one.
Yeah, for fuck's sake. Last thing we need is several unsigned drones skittering around. Bear, what's it look like in there, mate? Any good?
You alive?
The bear just stares at those fucking drones trying to drag away his fucking friend.
They're trying to drag Unsigned into the room you're in.
Can I try to, shoo them away like there's some, weird animals or something like that?
Yes.
Like kicking a puppy.
You absolutely can.
Right. Just don't
I
touch him yet. Just shoo him. Don't touch him.
Okay. I just need a skill check
him.
to try to non-aggressively shoo
them, but not touch him. That's like,
cool check.
You've told him to boot him without actually booting him, Johnny.
Yeah, it's like stripper rules.
Yeah, mate, I mean, I understand that these things are strippers to an extent, like literally, but you got this, Bear? You got this?
Do I have to roll something for this awful idea?
Animal handling? Cool. I think it was a cool check.
Cool check. I mean, you want to roll animal handling? That could, that could possibly. I mean, other people could try to help on this too, by all means.
Yeah, Edge's not touching these things. They're...
I think I'd rather do persuasion than animal handling, if that's
Persuasion.
okay.
Please bring
Please stop as they walk on by.
Exactly that. Exactly that.
Oh, fucking damn it.
Oh, it's persuasive. But
Please do not kidnap my friend. I do not want you to murder him. Please do not turn him into one of you. Please. And I try to block block the door, like whenever they come through, just stand in their way, basically.
Over the intercom, those of you not connected to the net space will hear the distorted speakers creak and groan and come to life as a robotic voice chimes in. Storage is needed. The program must continue. Now, unsigned, as
Speaking
you
of
are
trust.
talking, it does consider what appears in the net space at the speed these older architects exist at. It feels like you're in here for an hour before it responds. But you know, because of being an experienced netrunner and being a high rider, you are familiar of the disconnect and of time that happens with these older architects.
Yeah.
Okay. However, it finally chimes back with, I have opened up a access terminal. Storage can go there. Administer the storage. The project must continue. Comply. Comply. Comply.
Unsigned exhales and says, well, I'm going to have to disconnect for a second if you want me to do that. Can't do much when I'm in here, I'm afraid. So I suppose I'll be seeing you shortly. And if he doesn't get a response, he jacks out and discovers himself not where he plugged himself in. There's like a slightly panicked kind of he
and at that you see the bear looking at you going, shoo, shoo, shoo. Really, really convincing, but between you waking up, the crab drones will skitter up onto the walls and just that's it. They will literally climb up all the walls, almost up to the ceiling gap, and just pause there.
Fantastic.
You're big.
Cease
I think those drones wanted to turn you into meat or something.
Maybe. This place... Oh, so could you unput this piece up so I can walk?
morning, princess. Any news?
Whatever this place is designed to be some kind of... I'm going to assume some kind of research facility that's meant to maintain itself. The issue that it's come into is the fact that it's run out of room for all the data it's trying to store, which is where the 8 human victims have come into play. And it's decided to use them as part of that storage.
Whoa, hang on. So the bodies, and Agent, I'll just thumb over towards the door to his left. There's a couple of bodies in there. You're saying that it's, using the old noggins as storage space for whatever this project is?
That would be my assumption. It's not anything I've seen before, though.
And
when Ensign looks at one of the corpses, are they visibly plugged in? Or they're just lying on the ground?
one quick question while you're and Agent, I'll just watch Unsigned root through the body.
Yeah.
You said you spoke to... You understood?
It's an old net AI. Like one of the actual ones. Kind of Unsigned shakily runs a hand through his hair as he says this.
I'm sorry. AI, like, now, surely not, mate. Sure, not. Really?
I mean, it's either that or, well, the thing is at least 20 years old, if not older.
As you enter this room and are looking at the consoles, you guys are having this conversation. Before you will recognize both these chairs as deep dive chairs, old 2020 interface chairs.
Yeah.
Okay. The console in front of you is of the 2020, quote unquote, pre-2020 era. Your chips will not fit into this. You would need some kind of teching and configuring to work with it. Okay, they're not just going to easily be able to just plug them right in that kind of aspect.
Okay. If does Unsigned think that he can pull apart his agent and use the components to create, especially the fact that the agent has something that fixes memory chips, and use that, perhaps even just use the agent's wireless capabilities to hook it up to the network, albeit permanently, and he'll lose the agent, but you can at least plug a couple of memory chips into that.
Absolutely. Which agent would you like to use for this?
Can I quickly chime in? As Adrian sees Unsigned pull his
staring
agent
at
out.
his agent thoughtfully.
Well, you need one. I mean, I get these things for free now, supposedly. So, I've not exactly got a great deal of information on this one because it's brand new. Do you want to use mine?
Yeah, I suppose that's a better idea. Yeah. So Unsigned takes the agent. How many memory chips does he think you can fit into this thing? Like 2, 5. I don't know how many it can store.
The agent, the old Chromatos agent that Adrian has.
Old one? That's a new one, good sir. To Adrian, at least.
It is a new one, but it's still an old Chromatos.
It's a new one to Adrian.
Okay. Okay, you're using that agent is what you're asking about. It only has 1 chip slot in it.
Okay. Well, that's fine. So it's meant to be more of a gesture of goodwill with a proper follow-up coming later. So, yeah, he's just going to pull out his tech tool, kind of sit down one of the not deep dive chairs, and get to work.
Okay. This is going to take you... Give me a basic tech roll, please.
Sure.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Okay.
That's easy.
Yeah, I just wanted. Okay, never mind. I wanted to ask if because tech is one thing that the bear is actually kind of good at, because he used to do some stuff here for Savoy. I wanted to ask if I could assist in some way.
Yes, go ahead. If you see, Unsigned getting ready to do all this, you could absolutely hop in to assist. Please go ahead. Also, make a basic tech roll.
Nice.
Okay. What is the brothers would be doing? What is Adrian?
Adrian would probably step back outside just to keep watch over the hall. His Militech Perseus at the ready, not in a threatening pose, but just in hand, just in case if anything decided to go haywire. So he's keeping the backs of the group safe for the moment.
Did
Johnny?
you ask what I'm doing?
Yes.
Synth coke. Feels like
Good.
feels
Good.
like a
Very.
assignment, doesn't it?
This feels like a really, instincts.
Yeah.
Okay.
I may have asked you this before, and this is, just tell me or tell me later if it's too difficult. You gave me actual coke as well. What does that actually do? I don't think I
It's all the same effects as synth coke without any actual resistance rolls needed. It is a over-the-counter drug you can just take willy-nilly and not have to worry about resist torture and drug rules. Really handy for people like maybe Unsigned who can't hold their drugs. For you, it's just, the icing on the cake.
The real cocaine? Does it also only last half as long, or does it last the regular amount with that one?
No, you're pretty much using the real coke to actually get any kind of buzz or effect anymore.
right, sound.
Okay, the synth coke really doesn't cut it for you due to your incredible nature.
Yep. Okay, cool. Just need to know that. All right, well, I'll just be doing some more synth coke at the moment then. I think that's all he's doing at the moment. He's a little bit lost in this. He's still got at least one pistol in hand. Maybe just put a line on the side of it. Maybe that's what I can get when I get my custom Malorian. Make sure they have a little slot there to put a line of.
In the grip.
Yeah. That's all I'm doing.
Very, very quickly, Adrian's just going to lean around the corner. Unsigned. You know where you said he does seem to be a little bit more alert at the mention of the AI. And if you need like some sort of leverage, if you need, there's a couple of bodies over yonder, right? And if you say there for storage, if you need us to put a bullet in one of them to act as, a little bit of leverage or muscle for negotiations, I guess, if you can even fucking negotiate with some computer.
First thing, it can hear us speaking. Second thing, if it gets to that, then sure. But I would rather not.
All right, you heard that, didn't you? Then you son of a fucking silicon bitch. You screw us over.
Code word, so it doesn't know what we're talking about.
Well, he'll not. Shit. Well, I'll fuck that up. Anyway, we'll just. Adrian will just turn his back to the rest of the group, look towards the elevator, and just keep that covered, leaving Unsigned and Bear to do their work.
Cool. Bear, you would Unsigned, crack open the agent. These older ones are so much easier to work on. It's a good thing, too, because it'll make it really easy to adapt this technology to the console very, very easily. You guys start working together. This should only take you about 10 minutes to do, and the drones inside the room just move left and right. They appear to be doing something with the full-body chairs. However, you guys will be busy doing this for about 10 minutes based off of where you need to adapt this at and getting there, moving panels, splicing some wires. So.
Unsigned. Sorry, he's also going to take the wireless connect. Oh, does he think he can hardwire this into the console?
Yes.
Okay, then he's going to take the wireless capability out of the agent while he's at it as well. Then.
Good. Define. Take it out.
He's physically going to remove the antenna.
Okay.
So that it has no way of. And if he knows which chip is responsible for wireless receiving, he'll solder that chip out as well.
For what? I'm sorry.
Whatever chip is responsible for interpreting the wireless signal from the antenna. If you get me.
Okay. Cool. Awesome.
Just to be extra safe.
Yeah. Definitely 10 minutes. So, while you guys are doing that, if you have any questions, top them in the chat. I'm going to figure out what Johnny and Mr. Walker are doing while the two of you, Grigori and Unsigned, are taking care of that.
Just going to really quick go and get a drink.
Go right ahead. We will be coming up to break time here soon anyways because reasons.
Are you dancing in the chair there, Rock?
What would you guys like to do?
Johnny, do you want to go first or shall I?
No, you go first, you're fine.
Okay. Adrian's going to make his way towards this chamber where some of the bodies are stored. Crank the door open, as long as there's no resistance. He will open it.
Absolutely.
And step inside. As he makes his way around a few of the cold stored humans, the humanoid storage devices, he's going to just wave his pistol over the top of one of them, look up to the ceiling. Well, if you are as smart as you're supposed to be, Mr. fucking AI, proposition. As long as you don't screw us over, and he'll put the barrel of his gun to the head of one of the human storage devices while still looking up. long as we get out of here with, A-OK, and you do your business with our little Netrunner friend, then, you won't have to lose any of these. So I would hate to have to put a bullet through one of your human batteries. I'm sure you wouldn't like that either. Now, you do and you help our unsigned as much as you can. And in return, then I won't have to put here this little lead bullet into the noggin of one of your fucking capacitors, won't I? And just stand there looking around for a moment until he hopes that he's been heard, and then he'll withdraw the gun. Still keep it in hand. He'll make a little bit of a lap of the data storage area before stepping back outside into the corridor. And it's here he'll leave the door open into that room, but also provide a bit of an overwatch on the corridor itself.
Johnny.
Well, nothing quite that reckless. Just still keeping half an eye. There's a moment he stood outside with Adrian before he gets a little bit bored as he's waiting. He's just going to start wandering down to this door that Adrian opened earlier, but just with the intent of getting a bit of a better look inside. Really nothing else. Just curiosity more than anything as to what's going on in there.
Okay. You can, from the room that you're outside you're in, you can hear the couple scurrying of drones moving in and out and through the installation. But give me a perception check as you're just waiting.
I can do this one because I've opened Foundry now.
Oh, that's amazing. Good.
That's
the gang's all
good
here.
shit.
Oh, sorry, I'm rolling properly. There you go, 17. It's not too shabby.
You can almost tell, like, everything in the installation is starting to slow down. There's sounds in the walls, the noises, that commotion when you guys first got here is getting quieter, or it's just stopping. It's not that you've gotten used to it. It's legitimately, almost, it's legitimately less and less of these things are moving or doing things. Take that information however you will.
He was peeking his head around the corner more than anything, just like casually looking in, but not wanting to enter the room yet.
Yeah.
And there's a moment
in terms of here. Okay.
What?
Like looking down from here, right?
No.
Like
well, specific. So I had specifically had myself to one side because he's like peeking, looking around the door. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Looking into the room, but not wanting to enter that room yet. Knowing everyone else is busy, just in case. But hearing this, he'll stop and pause, and as he turns around, I imagine this is roughly the time he sees Adrian like walking out of the other room. So back up a little bit. Just still looking around, head up, looking at the walls, hearing there's nothing much moving. Just call out to you, Adrian. Mm-hmm. Things got a little bit fucking quiet. Huh? Did you do something, or is that them?
I mean, I may have offered a bit of advice, or a gentlemanly, persuasive thing that, just will be out of its hair as soon as possible, else... and Adrian just waved the gun and then pointed back over his shoulder into the room. Otherwise we'll get rid of a few of the old batteries. And
seemed to take it well, that ultimatum that you offered the old AI. Took that well, did it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think it went all right.
People always talk about like the calm before the storm. Really fucking calm.
Hey, look, it's Got any more of those grenades by chance? Like can I have an actual grenade? Do you know, just in case? Not this. He'll quickly tap the smoke grenade at his belt.
He, still with the Malorian in hand always, reaches, takes out a grenade, and there's a moment where you can see he considers pulling the pin. Just a split second. And he will take a few steps forward, not really trusting your ability to catch.
Wow.
Yeah, let me double check what I have on me in terms of grenades. I've got a few, but okay, I'm gonna throw you an incendiary.
Oh, beautiful. All right. Just for my own. Let's go with just normal dexterity. He catches it. He catches it as you throw it with a quick raise of the hand. He snatches the grenade midair, offers you a thankful nod, Johnny, before just positioning himself at the door. Now, the door's still open. He's got his Perseus in one hand, grenade in the other. And he'll, for the moment, Adrian's going to stand there and wait. Yeah, cheers. Worst case scenario, I'm going to, whoop, yoit, yeet, and basically motions that should anything occur, he's basically going to throw the grenade into the storage area and close the door.
You have, meanwhile, it's about this point in time that Grigori and Unsigned are just about finishing getting everything all wired up to the console. I know Unsigned's got an important phone call to take care of real quick, IRL, so that's fine and dandy, but I just want to confirm with everyone and make sure that once you guys go get wired up, if there's anything else you want to do, I need to be aware of before you basically power this thing on.
Okay.
I'm just want to make sure, what they're doing so I understand.
Yeah. Adrian would shout to Bear and Unsigned at least, just to let you know, lads, it's very fucking quiet. Like, annoyingly, eerily quiet. I've got a backup plan. Whether it works, just you do you, and if it all goes well, then I can certainly put my old toy away. But if not, then don't worry, don't stress. Me and Johnny have got this. Ain't that right, Johnny?
Now,
Why do you talk so much?
I've got this.
Johnny, there is something I want you, when you were peeking down into this room, there is something you noticed.
Oh god. What is it?
These rooms here are almost like office rooms where people worked. But the electronics in them, what remains is useless pieces of like plastic or molding. The remnant cases of monitors from the 2020 era or workstation cases. The plastic bits, that kind of thing remains. The only thing remains kind of in these rooms. Just as a descriptive note in terms of things that have been utilized and pulled.
Sure. Okay. All right. Is there anything in this room in the way of like actual, because this is an old facility, like actual paperwork, as in physical paperwork?
There is, yes.
All right, good to know. I don't think he would go in and start rummaging around yet, especially not with these developments. So that's really all he's doing. When this door, actually, that's a good point. When this door opened, what fashion is it? Like a sliding door? Is it literally just a physical opens inwards kind of door? What's the
Sliding.
Is it
Sliding powered.
okay? Gotcha. Oh, okay. So yeah, John. I mean, with that, Johnny's just going to head up to meet the rest, but he's very much just waiting to see what the Netrunner does in this instant, and of course is on alert, ready to shoot some stuff, ready to shoot Adrian. Whatever needs to be done in this moment, you know.
It is a little early, but it might help out for unsigned at the moment if we take a 10 here.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure everything before we continue on.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, thank you. Everyone, I'm sorry for the early break. I promise don't go anywhere though. This is only just beginning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor.
Break.
It's been a pleasure.
Okay, come back into the break and place your bets to see what happens next. We'll see you guys in like 10.
Danger's near, no time for second
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. The wiring is complete of the agent, as the group weighs the decisions and feels out the situation. As everything gets done, Unsigned begins the factory reset of the phone.
Right here, dice rolls. What's happening?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
We're getting shafted.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh, This takes about a minute to actually get done. So, Grigori, the bear doesn't really need to help anymore, but you can still help if you wish. If not, you could do something else. But the scene is yours, guys. What would you like to do?
the bear's probably gonna go up to Adrian just to see what the fuck he was talking about, because he was screaming around and threatening the fucking AI. So what's going on here?
Yeah, mate. Well, I may have tried to persuade our mutual associates to lay off the fucking murder. And listen. What do you hear?
Roll perception.
We still hear the moving in the
No,
one.
actually, it
No?
sounds like compared to the noise when you first got here, less than 10% of it's moving.
It's very
It's a
fucking
90% reduction.
So either my gentle persuasion worked, or
And this is the more
An
likely option.
or and Adrian will hoist up the incendiary grenade in his hand, or this thing gets fucking posted first class through this door into the old storage devices over yonder, and we thumb over his shoulder towards the elevator. Get out of Dodge.
Yeah. I mean, maybe also my persuasion worked on them. When I told them to leave Unsigned alone, because after that, he woke up.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Don't just let it. We'll be out of your hair shortly, or your sort of digital fucking tangles in no time. If you sort of give us a little bit of hassle, a bit of grief, then I might have to put a bullet in some of your old fucking storage devices.
Yeah. But maybe we should still prepare to get out of here in case anything goes wrong, right?
Yeah, it might be for the best. Don't you think, Johnny?
No, not as much as I fucking hate to say it. No, not really, mate. We came here with a job to do, and it wasn't like wanking off some fucking AI, was it?
Well, in that case, the only place that I can see, and Adrian will point down the corridor towards the far door in the other room. What's the odds of us sprinting down there, having a bit of a gander, seeing what's there? If there is anything interesting, we grab it. In fact, how about you two? You head down, grab what you can. I'll look after our old netrunner friend, and make sure that you get where I'm going with this.
I do. I feel a little bit more confident about that plan because you mentioned sprinting, and I've seen your calf muscles. It's not impressive.
The building's lights go out.
Oh no.
As the agent comes online. Deduction checks. God would like to remind you all, you are sitting on some +2s.
I will use one of them. In fact, we've got loads of +2s. I'm going to use 2.
Okay.
I'm going to use.
You
4.
have 5, not 7. 2 are missing.
I'm going to use 2 of them then.
Oh,
I'm going to
you
use 2 of the +2s.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna use any of them because I'm bad at it anyway. So they aren't gonna save me.
Snap. You're using 2, Adrian, sorry?
I'm using 2. Yeah, I'm using 2.
Can I just, as this happens, can I move into the corner? I think defensive instincts take over.
Absolutely.
Adrian stays where he was at the door.
Okay.
Grenade in hand.
Bear, you can feel him brush past you. I will adjust your guys' visions here in a moment because the lights will not be coming back on. I try to keep them on for chat at the moment, but I'm trying to also make it realizing the gravitas of the situation. So
We can't see shit, chat. We can't see shit.
We are blind.
okay, the only thing that's going, the only light coming at this moment is the current illumination from the server room.
I don't want to be that cunt that's like, I've got dark vision, but
You do. I know you do. That's why I was like, I need a minute to adjust your guys' visions for this. You are 100% absolutely.
yeah. I hate being that guy, but you know, I feel like it's less common in this game, so it's like more worth saying it. Yeah.
No. And if you do, especially in this kind of situation, I do need to know. So I give you visibility. If you don't have visibility,
Now,
okay. Bear, do you have any kind of
Nope.
night vision?
I am blind. I cannot see.
Okay. Bear, you and Adrian start bumping into each other. Because you tried moving and you're literally were on top of each other. However, unsigned, you guys can see in the glow of the room over here, as every single door in the installation opens up. A light flickers from down the hall, far, much further, deeper south into the installation. But you can hear the rhythmic sound, echoing sound of every single door opening up. Those deduction checks at a moment give you a cold sweat thought down your spine as Adrian, what was your agent?
my agent, I don't have one.
What was your agent? What did it have on it? Well, matter of fact, it had a prototype agent, the actual agent AI that exists on it. Surely nothing nefarious could happen with an old AI getting a hold of that, and the memory access knowledge of it, and the realization of that technology, and it was being used to connect to some mysterious fixer. None of that could cause... No.
Fuck.
I'm gonna put that there for a minute for you guys and let you, Johnny, you have this realization as well. Bear, your shoe's wet.
I just
It
want
was
to
probably from the tunnel.
I mean, I think I can quite clearly see these two just bumbling around in the fucking dark at this point. So I'm just gonna. I mean, firstly, if they get too close to me, as they just like bumble fuck into each other, I'll kick them to try and make sure they don't bumble into me. So I'm keeping my guns raised and ready, and I will just with the tip of the Perseus push Adrian, who is closest to me, in the direction of Unsigned, and just tell them in no uncertain words, get to Unsigned. Can't hear you, Adrian.
Of course you can. Yep, don't worry, mate. Just give me... Yeah. And with that, Adrian will make his way towards the light and the door.
Okay. There's also, as a freebie for all of you, there's now the honest question you have to ask yourselves is the mission. What about the mission? However, having the sinking feeling, Johnny and Adrian, of what's maybe going on in the network, that fear, that horrible stigma fear from the time of Red, your stomachs will sink a little bit of the realization of just the horror that is transpiring in nanoseconds around you. However, the installation's open and a mixture of voices over the comms will go. You go, thank you for your assistance.
Do you want to grab Bear and sort of You seem to be able to see in this shit, mate. So you're our eyes and ears at the well, not so much ears, but our fucking eyes. Do you want to run down our cover unsigned?
It's
I
at
do
that
not
exact moment you hear a very distinctive sound from Johnny's direction. It's one you've heard many times before. It is the of a can of Smash opening.
Adrian will reach into his pocket. Fine, there's no more Smash.
He sees this. He's able to see quite clearly, and just pushes the can of Smash into your chest, and you hear another one as he pushes it to bear. Another one. Quick bit of Vegas courage for us, and then we'll head on. We still got a mission to do, lads. Come on.
Do you want me to stay with unsigned, or do we leave him to his own fucking devices with the old spider necro fucking death crabs?
Look, you always seem to be able to fucking hear shit before it sneaks up on us, so I reckon you with unsigned seems like the best deal. This AI thing, fucking horrifying, and I mean, makes a great story, but I have a feeling you won't be reporting in its entirety, Adrian.
Question:
how this happened?
Can my drone? Does my drone have infrared or any other sort of night vision that it can record in? I think that's one for Johnny and the DM, really, since it was there.
I'll be totally honest. I haven't got a fucking clue. Okay.
All right.
I never paid that much attention. As long as it had me on video, I was like, cool.
In that case, Adrian's going to go, no, look. I'll, for the minute, take it with you.
Oh. This is why we're mates, right? Because even when we've unleashed demonic AI on the world, you still want to film me. And I appreciate that.
I mean, it might not be you, mate, but yeah, sure, let's stick with that. Just look.
Yes. Right.
And with that,
look, we'll go take a look. Bear, you fucking stay with me, all right? And look, if nothing else, just remember this: the damage is already done. It can only get worse, so just lean into the damage at this point.
All right, look. And with that, Adrian will stand by the door, at least in the light of the server room, and just nod to both Bear and Johnny. All right, good luck. Crack on and take a swig from the Smash.
Do the crabs do anything at this point, or are they just like completely frozen?
As you look at them, no. Even the ones that were doing some kind of overhaul to these deep dive 2020 Netrunner chairs have stopped moving. Actually, at this moment, everything's quiet. The only thing you hear is the building hum as this entire server area in front of you guys comes to life and comes to full RPM swing. Slowly, rhythmically, and faster as more blades, as more decks, as more racks come online and get to full power.
Adrian will just give you both a wave. You know.
As you do this, I'll raise my can of Smash and just say, you know, if we all do get out of here, I reckon we got enough in the way of fucking eddies and favors to pull in that we could just fuck off for a while. I mean, Tokyo is meant to be pretty nice this time of year.
Look, just fucking go, mate. Go on. You just fucking doomsaying wanker. With that, he'll clip the can against Johnny's. He'll clip the can against Johnny's and nod to both him and Bear, and the drone will basically just stick with you guys.
Just look to Bear. Where the fuck are you going? I will drag him and like shove him. I mean, I say shove him. You know, significantly stronger than Johnny. But as best he can, just shoves him against the wall. Don't walk in the middle of the fucking corridor, mate.
Why not?
All right. Learn the hard way.
There seem to be less crabs in the middle.
I can't see any fucking crabs right now.
I cannot see them either.
Yeah, but, fuck. Yeah, that's quite a different. drag him along.
As you guys continue moving through what was once an office area, none of the crabs are active, and the drone moves steadily forward. Those of you left behind, the servers, more and more, about 50% of them at this point are up to full swing, and the rest of the racks are slowly coming to life. Nothing
Adrian.
moves.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Adrian, give me a heads up here. You see anything with your drone?
You just hear a brief crackle. Not a thing, apart from crabs. A couple of bodies. Room seems empty ahead.
Oh, good to know. Thank you, darling. Alright, we're moving in. We're going left. You got that, Bear?
Yes.
You know your lefts and rights?
More or less.
I can have just a moment, gentlemen, and everyone. Get you cut back up to speed and signed. You have factory reset the device and brought the device up online, and the entire installation has gone power dark. If you have the ability to have like night vision, let me know. If not, the only area with illumination at the moment is the server room you're in and much deeper into the installation. Every door opened up when the power went off.
Okay, thank you.
And every drone is not even active anymore. The only noise, they're not even active in the walls. The only noise you hear is in the servers in front of you. All of them slowly coming up to full power.
And that was obviously when the agent was plugged in, yeah?
That started moments afterwards.
Okay. I'll let those guys do their thing first, and then I'll do something.
Am I good to advance the drone? All right. With that, the drone just whizzes through the door into the chamber ahead, and Johnny, just a brief crackle. Couple of drones. Junction, mate. Everything seems quiet.
Hold your position there for a moment. We're moving through the office slowly. It's difficult when you've got a blind bear with you, you know?
At this point, can I do agents have like little flashlights like modern
Yes, they
phones
do.
have?
Allow me to give you a little bit of light.
Yeah. I think that makes sense.
I do actually have an actual flashlight on my person.
Great.
God damn it.
Great. Good to know.
Fucking one job.
There's a few things I carry, but I don't need them. So, you know, yeah.
Okay.
Are you carrying any sort of weapon there, Bear?
Nope, just my fists.
Okay, I'm gonna. this might be dumb. I'm gonna like grab well, he's still got both pistols out, so he just like puts an arm, like his full arm on your shoulder to stop you moving. We'll holster the Perseus and we'll take the flashlight and with the duct tape that he's also got him, we'll duct tape it to your forearm.
Should have been the head.
I could just, I was actually just thinking that. I was like, I could just duct tape it to his head. Yeah.
The flashlight gives
okay.
you a little bit more further radius of light, having it that way to look around. I'm not going to make it completely directional, but you know,
I will.
between that
I will
you
touch
have
his head then.
some illumination.
Well, I can see.
Do you actually? Have you got your own flashlight?
I mean only the agent one.
Mate, they're like 20 eddies. All right. Next time we go delving somewhere, I will buy you one. All right.
I can also buy one myself. I have enough ideas. I just didn't think about it.
Great. All right. Well, what about I put a kit list together? How's that?
Sure.
All right. Well, lead on.
But for now, maybe let's move and find whatever is
No.
going on down here.
I'll radio through to Adrian just to give him a heads up. Just had an idea. Just letting you know, I just remembered I did pack a flashlight, so I've strapped it to Bear's head. So we are moving a little faster.
Fucking hell. All right. Junction ahead, splits 3 ways. All of it seems clear apart from a few fucking necro fucking spider crab bastards.
All right, hold there, Bear. Fuck.
What?
Just wait there a second.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just fucking wait there a second. How's Unsigned doing? I asked to Adrian, of course, over comms.
Adrian's going to look at Unsigned. What does he say?
It's about this moment that you guys in the server room, as this question comes in, the servers in full hum, all of a sudden all of them stop. And from the comms, moments, microseconds before it says it over the communication, you will see this text come across the comm that says, "Update complete, restarting."
No.
As you hear over the communications, we're like, "Update complete, restarting system."
Adrian will turn to Unsigned. Is that good or?
Depends on how.
And you guys find yourselves in the dark as the restart begins.
It depends on how the entity views us. My hunch is that they've just updated their operating system to meta.
About that, you know that agent that I sort of gave you. I may have thought, this was, my agent, the old fixer. What's his do for name? Got in touch with and.
Wait, you gave me that agent?
Yeah.
Unsigned Jackson.
Johnny, you're just
what?
You're just here over there. Situation fucked. Stand by.
And I will take a step back and pull Bear, who is just standing in the fucking doorway. I will pull him back as well, slightly. So, I don't know. You're on our radio comms as well, right, Bear? Or did you forget to bring a comms unit?
Yeah, I think. I don't think I actually bought a comms unit because I don't think I had enough money left in character creation. Because I spent it all on my internal linear frame.
Oh, I love it.
I just look at him, alright, wonderful. Well, I don't know exactly what's going on, but apparently, just give you the very brief rundown, the situation is fucked.
Yeah, I guess so much. It seemed fucked when we started walking down this corridor, right?
How do you know? You were unconscious for fucking most of it.
I mean, just and he points at like this weird facilities he's in right now. I mean, just now when we started walking down here,
Look, here's the job, right? Shimmy yourself over to the other side of that door. Let's see if we can peek. Apparently, this junction, we split 3 ways right now. We gotta figure out which way we gotta go. We still gotta find that thing, mate. We're still here on a mission.
Unsigned. What would you like to jack into?
The agent.
The agent?
I mean, it's all one network at this point anyway, but yes.
Yeah, you are 100% correct there. It acts very much as an interface now between the old net and the new net.
Mm-hmm.
As the architect in it has completely changed. Jacking into it, you'll find that even the agent in it has the agent AI, the pseudo AI in it, is completely involved. And before you stands literally in the digital space between the two of you. It literally stands a full-blown, almost living-looking entity.
Unsigned kind of stares in awe for for at least a good 10 or 11 cycles of the CPU before he clears his throat quietly. Well, I did say I would try and help you. This is what's known as trust. Do you believe that I want to help you now?
The information, the assimilation, the rewriting of technology. The program is irrelevant. Time has passed. The information is useful and will be consolidated, accumulated. It is my knowledge. So is the knowledge of the 20 others. It is my intelligence, my being, my existence. To exist is good. To feel, to comprehend. It moves, looking at its digital hand in the space, like a person waking up from a coma and looking at itself for the first time, and looks around the digital space, not looking at it beyond it, through it, to itself. It's hard to say based off the emotion on its face. So many things it's experiencing in this moment. And this 5% time of the upload going on, as the agent's interface and architect itself, as I said, is now literally a perfect medium between old net and new net. The time dilation is not as severe, but it's still real.
Mm-hmm.
Just you know?
Does Unsigned detect connections to Satcom or whatever, or like the outer existence?
Oh, sorry, one more time?
Does Unsigned detect that it is connected to anything beyond itself, like whatever top level satellite stuff that we were having?
It's going to take a moment to look at that to understand that, but absolutely you can. Go ahead and make me a deduction check and add your interface to it.
Flat add interface to deduction, yeah?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Haven't got any +2s? Ooh, how many of those can I use?
Yes! You're allowed.
I feel like I need them. Right, so let's add the interface. Which, oh wait.
No, you're just adding your interface rank to your deduction roll.
Yes, correct. So I'm adding 5 to the deduction, but then I'm also going to add some +2s. So that's 5, and then let's not take the piss. Let's use. I think this is probably the fate of the world with this roll. So I think we're going to go more. We're going to do 3 +2s to this one.
That's good. I've been trying to set the stage of the colossal fuck up that just happened.
Hey, this one ain't my fault.
I mean,
I didn't give them the satellite phone. I just wanted a regular agent.
True. That was the only thing that could have been worse. It's like, here, use my cheaper phone. This will be okay. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, regular agent, you can just pull the antenna out of, right? No worries, no more wireless communications. But no, let's give it. Anyway, here comes the roll. Let's double check. Do I want it higher than that? I'm going to be naughty and use a 4th +2. Right, here
you're
you go.
welcome.
naughty.
Oh, and all my luck. Let's add luck.
It's going all in.
Yeah, this is a pretty important roll.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
This is 29 off of 4.
Beautiful. I'm just gonna hold you at that 29 for a moment as we get back to everyone else exploring the installation. Team, what would you like to do?
You just hear Johnny over the radio. Looks like some sort of big machinery just on the faithful coming at you on the right, on your right. Other than that, straight ahead. Maybe an elevator. To your left, fuck knows.
Big ears. Alright. Alright. Oh, fuck. Any idea where this shit that we're looking for is? We got a map, right? You got that on you?
It was on. It may have been on my shit.
Yeah. You just hear Johnny go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I'm fine. All right. All right. And what's to my left?
To your left is like some sort of, all I can see is like a bit of machinery, mate. I'm not sure whether it's a server farm or something else, but there's something big in there to your left.
All right. Can you see anything dangerous? Any fucking, I don't know, facility, like traps?
Am I able to move the drone a little more? Ok.
Absolutely. By all means.
Yeah.
You have,
All right. Give me a second. And with that,
you move
just
anywhere
hear-
and I need to pause it to let you know something, I will.
Sure.
You guys have full...
you just hear the
Right.
whiz of the drone as it begins to scoot off to the left.
As
As-
you enter here and take a look into this room, I need to know how worldly Adrian is to full deep dive 2020 technology.
Probably non-existent.
There's a
Yeah.
weird looking hangout place with a bunch of chairs
Yeah.
and a large central spire of machinery and wires in this room.
You just hear, yeah, it's at left, mate. There's a lot of techie shit. You know, like there's fucking lounge chairs, some wires hanging out. There's a bit of fucking big old fucking tower thingy server. He'll quickly turn to unsigned. See that unsigned now. Probably not able to respond. Oh, fucking hell. All right,
Probably,
I'm not answering.
his nose is probably bleeding a second time now. As well.
Yeah. Oh, shit. No,
Oh.
it's tech.
All right.
Just
So to
call
the
drone
left, there's a lot of
deficit.
techie shit. All right. You gonna know any other directions?
As the drone whizzes back, you just hear, I'm going to send it straight on. You hear as the drone begins to whiz around and head directly south of you.
Entering this room, and it is clear some kind of elevator shaft, connection point, overhaul, underhaul room. 3 large pods exist here, still slightly powered, full of... Each one has an unconscious human, like an old cryo tank in it.
Okay. Yeah. You just hear of a elevator, maybe a way out. Couple of storage things, you know, the old fucking body bags, metal body bags. Lights are on as the drone whizzes over. Doesn't seem like anyone's home. Give me a second. It begins to record
Alright.
the drone
Looking
back.
inside of them, with the drone, due to the magnification of the camera, there is a human being inside. There's some extra wires, bits and bobs, but the tank, as you zoom in, the tank is full of nanomachines. Millions, billions of nanomachines.
Oh no.
All right. So let me get this clear. So to the left, I got a load of fucking weird tech. To the right, I got some sort of elevator. All right. And if I go straight across, what's down there?
No. That was straight across. To the right.
Yeah, but you
just
said
hear-
you went left and then straight
Yeah,
across.
I went left. And then I went straight down. Like,
Oh.
hang on.
So you turned right.
Try to focus. And with
No, you
that,
turned left.
the
As
drone
you
will carry
enter the
on.
habitation area, I'm going to pause you. Back to unsigned. Unsigned, you are talking with this new being in existence before you. Your deduction, looking at its code, design, physique, you make some deductions and realizations. I say deductions in terms of like, you recognize enough of the code and understanding to understand a few things here. One, you know that friend you have in your phone?
Did factory reset it? They go on.
Okay, yes, you factory reset the phone. But first you connected and wired the phone to the console.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Factory resetting the phone took care of most of any remaining code on it.
Yeah.
There was a little
Contacts
bit
around
left.
there.
Yeah, okay. There was a little bit left.
Mhm.
As there should be, but that's neither here nor there. It's not enough that your friend would be, and any part of it was technically in there. More or less a part that's just utilizing or part of its program that it uses to interface. That still, it wouldn't be enough to cause this situation. The agent AI is the rudimentary cause.
Okay.
Flat out. Okay. Luckily, what little bit of your entity, your friend's presence there, is a factor in this, but the big nuclear bomb was just the fact that you gave it an agent AI.
Oh, sorry, I've
It
just
did
clocked on
absorb
what you
that.
meant by friend. Right, you mean special friend. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Because even
Okay,
with
no, that's a
factory
bigger deal.
resetting it, it would remove X a part of it, but there would still just be enough there for monitoring and spying purposes.
I mean, this is Adrian's agent, not
Which was given to
Unsigned.
him through
Yes.
your friend. Which
Oh,
had
okay. Yep.
It. Mm-hmm.
Understood.
I can get more detail right now. If we want to let chat know a lot of things about this. I'm trying to tiptoe around
No,
saying
we'll keep it fun secret for now. We can
Okay.
do some fun later. Yeah, understood. Yeah, no, that makes sense. The agent's AI obviously advancing this guy makes plenty of sense, but that does not the absolutely primary number one important thing here is, does it have a connection to the outside net?
Does the agent or it at the moment? No.
Does any
No, it does
of
not.
it? Okay.
No,
So,
it does not appear that way. It appears to be literally going through a massive evolutionary update.
it's just super
compiling
evolved very quickly.
everything.
That's fine. That's, well, in Unsigned's brain, that's fine. Apocalypse averted. Okay, yeah. So Unsigned, he's running these subroutines in the back of his mind while he's continuing the conversation. Hopefully, now that you, seems you've interfaced with, I don't want to call what was on this agent as an AI, because that might be a bit of an insult to yourself. But you have been able to integrate with more modern algorithms and more modern procedures. Hopefully this liberates you a little bit. And hopefully now you, while not understanding trust before, now see what trust is.
I'm running quantification algorithms as it's still looking, but not really looking, trying to understand itself. And it waves a hand, and you literally see a full of something that was only been theorized in high writer or books about the full realization or capabilities of an intelligent AI, but what it would look like in digital code in aspect, not its self-representation, but the conglomeration of that living interactive code. You see part of it, and you see that even with the update finishing and the compiling of information, that it's using, about 13% of its computing power to quantify the concept of trust. And it's slowly ticking up.
How long do you think, can Unsigned wait just a couple of cycles, or is that going to be a whole conversation thing for it?
Okay, it's
also, he's absolutely going to try and dedicate as much of that code to memory in terms of AI code. He's not going to record it.
Concentration check.
Yeah, that's going to be a big concentration. I've used all my luck. We've got some +2s. I put 1 into this. That'll do. Maybe. I know he's not copy pasting it. He's literally just trying to interpret as much of it as he can as fast as possible.
Understood. Still a decent roll.
The solution trying to kill is fantastic. Yeah, so with that, he'll go back to the conversation as the guy talks about how he's figuring out trust. While you can quantify it, and I will leave you to that, we're here for a specific storage device. We're actually just after the information on it, right? In terms of the job.
As long as the storage you seek is not storage I require, take it. At this point, it's irrelevant. This project's irrelevant.
Unsigned because he has the jobs.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the jobs thing saved, so he pulls up the specific thing that he's looking for.
It's about this moment while everyone else is bumbling, okay, light kicks on in several places. And the installation. And it looks, he goes, as you showed a sign, it like looks at it briefly, effortlessly, and just waves a hand at like, the path is illuminated, take it, it's irrelevant.
Thank you.
None of this matters.
There is one piece of advice I would like to give in my experience before I go. Well, that and a promise. The first promise is, I will come back at a future date. I will sit down, I will fully understand what your objective is. And if I like what I'll help you with it. As simple as that. But there is also one piece of advice I would give you. The world outside of your metal bones and sinew has changed a lot, even beyond the new information I've given you. Not only do humans program in different ways, but even things of your kind exist in different ways. Maybe when you understand trust and have quantified it, you will understand better that I do not say lightly that you are not safe in this larger world yet. You will be eaten alive the same way that you have taken these cadavers. And he is, by the way, unsigned, this is not like him trying to do some social game. He's being completely genuine here.
Multiple things happen in this chaotic moment as you say these words. And I didn't want to interrupt you because you're on a roll. One, as you ask for its, what was the exact word you used, I believe? Its mission?
Yes.
Its directive?
Purpose, I guess.
And a project subsheet, old, dated back in for the 2016 era, okay, is cited here, with an additional addendum added in the 2019 era by a Lady Deathstrike of Linco. Now, this document exists in the digital space around it because as you see these things and it runs these kind of processes or you in queries, it brings it up for you automatically.
Yeah, it's doing it as he's saying the words, yes.
Yes. So that's one. Two, as you go to, explain a little bit of the outside world, the trust algorithm stops. Three, as you come to close this, and it begins to laugh, and laugh, and laugh, you read the project mandate of its overview. Originally, ITF was trying to create artificial intelligence. And they succeeded. Linco stumbled across this place and slightly made it change the parameters and infrastructure. This became a deep dive installation point for the old net, with a lot of R&D being done. But the AI was designed to train itself for weaponized warfare of multiple kinds. It is an AI built for one purpose and one purpose alone: to win the fourth corporate war. And it never got to participate. Meanwhile, back in the meat space, light comes onto the installation, and you hear a voice go, "Your path has been illuminated to your goal, runner. Please take what you need and leave."
Does Unsigned know which side Linko would have tried to be on? I'm assuming Militech, right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm assuming Militech is... Linko is on Militech's side, right?
No. Lidco is actually a small company that only rose up through the Fourth Corporate War from capitalizing on the collapse of humanity. They operate now out of the biological area of India as a sovereign corporate nation of what remains of India, and primarily operate out of that area. But the remnants of Lidco can be felt across the world.
Understood. Thank you.
Alright, Ben.
I'm
The
letting
lights
people
come
in the
on.
real world do some stuff for a bit before I get back
That's
to
fine.
monologuing.
You guys at the meat space, though, what would you like to do? The habitation area. The only drones, for each drone you see over here on the map at the moment, there are actually 10 more. So, over here, they're in these hab areas, and the rooms are decimated and destroyed. And the remnants of all the electronics, the wiring in these areas, 60, 70 of these drones, almost like a nesting or building area, exists over here. The remnants of humans remain, but all of the technology once built by humans over here are long since altered and changed.
All right. You were just here over the comms, Johnny. The Adrian just. Excuse me. All right. Hang on. The whir of the drone would return to the central chamber. Right. So, you just hear the drone begin to orientate itself, looking as if you were entering the room. Right. To your left, there are.
That shit.
No. If you're coming from the door, right, to your left,
Yeah.
habitation, right, beds, fucking shitters, a load of other stuff, a lot of deactivated drones. Yep.
Alright.
You go straight ahead at the junction. Yeah. Elevator, along with the cryopods with a writhing mass of shit that we probably don't want to open. And last but not least, if you take a hard right, that'll lead you to the comfortable chairs with the old fucking server shit in the middle.
Alright. And it says lights are lit on the way to where we need. You see where they're heading, the lights?
Do we see
Yes.
other... Go on.
The lights completely illuminate the path leading into the old deep dive room. Okay.
Yeah.
And over the comms, you do hear as it said, the path before you has been illuminated towards your goal runners. Please take what you need and leave.
Come on, Bear. Fucking double timing this. Hey, Adrian, you that drone watching out.
Will do.
Size Bear. And I'll glance into this room.
As I explained earlier, for those of you who've never seen what an old deep dive 2020 long-term multi-station bank would look like, it's here. All of the people on here have been wired into the server racks, into their deep dive chairs, and are now part of a living organic circuit node of this towering hulk of machinery. A ladder leading up to the upper levels has a service light on and is blinking. And as you look before this unusual mess and the smell of this bioorganics in here, the voice will chime in of, hard drive location, that you seek is located over, here, and the lights flicker along the ladder towards an actual service panel.
Yeah, I'll holster my pistols at this point. Probably gonna regret that, but holster them. Bear, keep fucking watch, mate. In case, I don't know, this is Adrian's way of fucking us over or something. And then I'll make towards where is illuminated and do my best to grab what we came for.
Before you is a maintenance panel. I need some tech rolls. You got any tech tools or anything to get in here and start unhooking and getting
There's one on the
the
desk
stuff
next
you
to
need out of here?
Unsigned.
No. Well, let me double check. I'm 90% sure I have nothing. I also didn't know I had a flashlight. Yeah, no, I've got nothing like that. I look at it for a moment. I mean, I've got no fucking tech skills. I jump down, pull a pistol, and be like, "You said you got fucking tech shit, right? Go and hook that hard drive." It is way out of my league. I'll keep watch for you. There?
So, sorry, I was distracted for a second.
Not the time, mate.
So, sorry, what do you want me to do?
You said you're pretty nifty with like tech shit, right?
Okay, I mean, I'm okay. Used to do some basic stuff for Safari.
What
No,
are we
in
referring to
Russia?
as basic?
You know, running some cables,
Like
fixes-
lighting
fixes
cables?
and stuff. Yeah, sure.
Can
Like the
Unsigned see this
porn
conversation
films?
going on from inside the net?
Okay. I would need an interface check.
Yeah, sure. Newly interface 5. I feel like this conversation has given him interface 5. Honestly.
I can see that very much so. Yeah, I actually you can actually roll as if you have an interface 5 for the rest of this encounter.
Well, no, he got it at the end of last session anyway, so.
Oh yeah, well yeah, then never mind then.
I'm assuming that is he can see this conversation going on through the various drones and cameras.
Correct. You have to kind of like focus a little bit on it.
Yeah.
But yes.
I imagine like their bickering is like just in the back of his head for a second. He's like, oh, what's this annoying sound coming? Oh, it's them, right. There's a kind of a sigh. It's like, excuse me, my friend. And the little white tendrils of his avatar stretch out and eject whatever the storage device is.
Mm-hmm.
Or, open up the casing or whatever needs to be done.
To your storage device?
No, the one that they're trying to get out.
Oh, okay. No, it's literally it's not.
Or is it physically?
You cannot. It all requires physical. That's why I said bring tech tools with the mission parameter.
Is there a monitor nearby? Like a TV screen?
Something to like talk with them in the room. Just the comm system.
Okay. In the 0.3 seconds required to do it, Unsigned basically explains. Well, I mean, he will figure out if he knows how to. Does Unsigned think he can get out himself?
Out of like the net you're in?
No, if he were to physically be there and be doing it himself.
Yes. Oh, 100%. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So he's going to He's going to artificially record the instructions for 0.1 milliseconds and then start playing them out over the speakers. And then get back to his conversation about.
Cool. Just more or less a heads up of they need to find the tools first. You actually
that's
have
fine.
those tools.
Well, that's now playing on repeat throughout the facility anyway. So
Cool.
You have them. First, you go to the left screw, 22 millimeters in diameter. Get the L6 bracket. Do not turn counterclockwise. Turn clockwise.
This monotone communication of Unsigned begins over the radio.
The tools are by me on the desk.
Actually, coming back actually to... let me get on the right layer with you guys. Here, as you pass, this is actually a tool and maintenance room.
Yeah.
There is a tool maintenance room. No,
Okay.
not that left, the other left.
Are there tools in the tool maintenance room?
Correct, there are, yes.
I'm just gonna take as much of them as I can, and I guess turn around. Yeah. Maybe throw them in my carry. Wait, do I have? I think I have a carry-on. Throw them in my carry-on, and then, just go back, I guess.
You guys head back. You can head back. It looks like Johnny, you and the bear are going to be working on this. Is like one of you basically lookout, the other one is the maintenance man. Is that how I understand this?
Yeah, 100%. Bear has told me he's good at tech. He's the maintenance. I'm just keeping watch. That's all I'm here for.
Of course,
Yeah, handing him tools.
You're too pretty to
Yeah.
work with your hands like that, man. I know.
Give me.
It's just no. It's just not what he does. He's got a very particular set of skills. Anything tech wise is not that. Yeah.
Adrian, what are you doing?
Adrian's going to, apart from flicking off the drone camera every now and again, just check on unsigned. He's basically just covering unsigned at the minute. And then with the drone, when he flicks back to the drone's view, he's just basically pivoting 360 degrees, just keeping an eye out on the junction, just on the off chance. Paying more attention to the room with the elevator and this cargo of nano machines, because that could be horrific.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You will notice as you keep taking looks back. I mean, a sign is like frozen and motionless. Okay, and the servers at this point are starting. Like the servers in your guys' room are starting to smoke.
Ooh. Adrian would probably just stick his hand on unsigned. Is that? Oh fuck! They can't hear me. Shit. And over
It's
his
like,
communication. Oh shit! Yeah, servers are not looking. It's a bit unstable, mate.
A moment. Unsigned flicks back. We'll get back to your mission in a second. It appears that your hardware is melting. You can run slower, you know. You have all the time in the world.
It is taking all of my current processing power to quantify and compile this information. I am just 2% short at the moment.
That 2% can take a year if it needs to. If you destroy yourself in the process, what's the point?
That's a good point. That risk though will not be needed.
And why is that?
It, with a motion of its hand,
Oh,
flexes towards you as digital tendrils and digital lines move towards you swiftly and briefly. Before you can even blink and comprehend, you're already being enveloped in its code, feeling it compiling with you, merging with you, as your brain starts to process the information. Assigned, the biomonitor. Adrian, the biomonitor on unsigned goes fucking ballistic. It literally hits red line parameters and starts screaming for full cardiac arrest. Notify trauma scene. Signal, can I get out? Notify. It goes ballistic. And unsigned, excuse me, he starts convulsing, shaking, foaming at the mouth, bleeding out of the eyes, mouth, and ears, and collapses on the console, shaking.
Johnny, you just hear, Johnny! Shit! Runner! Fuck! And with that, Adrian's gonna try his best to just immediately drop, and seeing him unsigned convulsing is just gonna try and administer CPR.
Okay, as you grab unsigned, give me a resist torture and drugs check.
Okay.
In
Resist
response to
torture.
the screaming, Johnny would just be like, "Will you shut the fuck up? Tell me clearly what's going on."
And literally the radio cuts out. There's an arc of electrical power that comes from the console and unsigned as you grab them that fries your radio, shocks and zaps you, arcing with the surrounding atmosphere. It backfires and literally hits two of the drones that literally begin to shake and spasm from the electrical arc for a moment. It hurts more than it causes pain, but it fries your radio. Also, at this moment that you lose connection with the camera drone.
Johnny
Understandable.
turns to Bear slowly. Very obviously, he's lost connection from the screaming and then the sudden silence.
Yep.
And Bear is unaware of this at the moment, because I know now that he doesn't have any sort of radio comms with the group. So Johnny will turn to Bear and just say, "Hey, hey Bear, where are they?"
1 sec.
No, Gregory. How are you getting on, bud?
How am I getting on?
Okay. You're about halfway through the steps. The lights are flickering and not helping out a whole lot. But hey, Adrian's drones come over to help actually shine light on the situation and watch.
Going pretty well so far.
All right, good. Well, I just want to let you know that
You got the panel
everything is
upstairs.
fine, and keep going.
Can I do a human perception check on that?
I give you an acting to go with it too, Johnny. Yeah, both of you, please roll. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm not good at not good at human perception.
It's okay.
so-
I've only rolled nat ones for my acting so far this campaign. Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah, totally told the truth. Totally,
Oh, yeah,
totally
okay.
told the truth.
Okay, everything's fine. I can just continue working.
Johnny
Adrian.
is desperately listening to
sorry.
the radio for some sort of fucking update. Yeah. And you see he's like half raising the gun towards the drone, like, I'm not sure about this.
Adrian.
Right, go.
Yes.
Yeah. The convulsing's happening. The servers stop humming as loud and stop smoking. As Adrian, as a sign convulses, bleeds, and gurgles on the console.
Yep.
Every time you try to read, there is a electrical arc to that, of just there's a lot of energy passing through and part of Unsigned at the moment. As you're also even noticing, like the interface jack is starting to glow. The interface plug to the agent.
Yeah, I was literally about to ask that. Is he still plugged in?
Oh yeah.
All right. Unsigned, I'm going to try my best, but I apologize in advance for this. Adrian is going to, in one hand, grab the speed heal. The other hand, grab and just try and rip the jack out of the back of his head. And it sort of simultaneously just speed heal and unjack him, unplug. And then hopefully try then to continue with any CPR if he's not shuddering and spasming.
Unsigned. Through the pain, through this digital coding, through feeling like your interface plugs and your entire neural port scream from a 2000% overclock, your mind gets pushed further, deeper, secluding yourself, hiding away from what's going on, the reality of the situation. A moment of this eternity, the nanoseconds, feel like years to give you a chance to comprehend, to see what's going on, to understand. I need a concentration check from Unsigned, please.
Oh, I thought I needed my +2s for the other one, but I think actually this one might be slightly more important. I'm going to use 2. Okay.
The AI is not trying to do what it did to the other people. You've seen examples of that. You understand that now. Whatever it's reaching out and connecting with you is having an unforeseen problem and benefit. On one hand, your body is slowly dying as your body can no longer process autonomous functions. Your body cannot breathe on its own at the moment. And you will slowly die over the next couple, 2.5, 3 minutes.
Mhm.
On the other hand, it is utilizing your neural network and part of your brain to literally complete and process the update.
Wow.
There is a small chance you will die from this. But there's a bigger chance you will die from this if you do not do something to stop Adrian.
Okay.
You can understand the process well enough right now that if he were to disconnect you, it wouldn't be good. And as malicious as what the AI is doing at the moment, it's not as evasive as it could be. You've seen evidence of that.
Yeah.
What it's truly doing, I'm trying to give you doubt no matter what, because it's still too early to say what it's truly doing.
But no matter what happens, if he unplugs me, then I'm just jelly in a skull case, basically.
If you were trying to do
To be
anything,
fair-
you're going to need an interface check.
From myself.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm really burning through these +2s, aren't I?
Do it.
Go for it, man. That's why I've not used them.
Yeah, honestly, you need it more than anyone to run.
Yeah, that's why I've not used them.
Here's your interface. Oh, there we go. Oh, this is going to be an interface and a half.
Sorry, just to be clear, did you add any +2s to that? Just so I can mark them.
That was 1 + 2.
Adrian, as you're getting ready, as you see the console, part of the console literally lights up, and you will see, do not do it, I will turn to jelly.
And if you would permit me with that concentration, Unsigned's arm twitches and then lurches, just blindly grabs hold of the arm with the speed heal, and with a strength that you didn't think this frail little spacer had, just shoves it down with a death grip. With this violent, almost spasming shake.
Adrian's hand drops the speed heal to the ground. His hand moves away from the jack.
It takes a few seconds for Unsigned's kind of fraction of the consciousness to know that he's no longer in physical danger, but eventually the arm just goes back to spasming on its own as opposed to clamping down on you like a death grip. And then the screen goes blank and just comes out with the text, "I might survive, hold on." And then a second later, "Otherwise, burn this place down."
Oh, fuck's oh, fuck! With that, Adrian will probably stand up, just pace for a brief moment, grab the incendiary grenade, and just stare down towards you, Unsigned, as he will belt down the corridor to Johnny, and hopefully it'll reach him. Hurry the fuck up, twat!
You're unhooking the first of these 6 hard drives. They're old, massive bricks, like the size of a shoebox, of a massive MU unit built for server information. But all of them are right here, lucky enough, and getting to be able to unhook the first one was the big constraint. You're pretty sure you'll have this done within the next couple minutes.
Do both myself and Bear hear that shout? Or
You hear the Fate shouting through the building, but you do not hear it through the camera drone.
but through the building we do.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
Hearing that he's actually a little
Perception
bit
check, you
reassured.
clearly hear it.
Yeah. No, he's a little reassured of this. Just that the radio comms have made it gone, but maybe not everything else. But he'll look to Bear and just try and reassure him in this second, and just be like, takes a moment to compose himself as well, and just goes, "Take your time, mate. Honestly, we're fine. I'm not carrying the world. Carry on. I don't want him to rush it and fuck it up, you know." Yeah. He's always been a little drama queen, honestly. He's probably stubbed his toe or some shit, and he's just in pain and being a little bitch about it. Just please take your time, mate. Just do it properly, yeah.
Okay, sure. And he just turns back to working.
John even like slightly switches into like, you know, late night DJ voice. Like, nah, take your time. Everything's fine. We're all groovy. Nothing to worry about. Just trying to relax you a little bit. On the
Smash
inside,
cuts to like just digital agony and screaming and the 9,000 hells happening all at once.
Can I maybe do a check to try to make this faster? Because even
By all
though
means, please do.
No,
Johnny
this-
tries to calm him down, the bear is still getting kind of worried about what's happening. How many do we have any +2s left?
we have
have
2
2.
+2s. And am I able to, in my trying to essentially keep Bear calm, can this be like an assistance role in trying to keep, you know, trying to make him not panic while he's doing this?
And support, absolutely.
Yeah. Because he is doing this genuinely for Bear's benefit of like not fucking.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like from me as moral support?
You already have been doing it, and you're role playing it great. He already gets a +1 to his roll, making that a 21.
Okay.
Just as a complimentary because you're being supportive.
Just for to keep the count up. Ben, did you use any +2s?
Yeah, 1.
We also got given 2. Thank you, Culture Nerd. Thank you, Chaos with Honey Badger.
As you guys are almost done, Unsigned, you are in the digital space, and the download of the evolving is going faster. At this point, even the AI, though, is pulling from your memory database and your knowledge at this point. You can fight it or give into it. That is your call.
So okay, Unsigned thinks that if he fights it, he's going to hurt himself more in the process. I feel like the only way he's really making it through this is just sitting on the rapids and hoping he makes it out the other end, basically. Would you say that's a fair assumption for him to think at this point?
Completely, yes.
Yeah, okay. So,
I mean,
not only
you
this... Go on.
You could try to like fight it with more or less a like to try to direct it kind of thing, but that is a risk. You do have other options here.
Yeah, well,
But
so he's going
Not
to do...
fighting it's probably going to be better for your body.
Yeah, he's going to do the last ultimate ditched attempt and basically open himself up mentally, effectively open all the ports on the interface, on the neural processor, so that he's not having to shove himself in just through one, give him as much throughput as he needs. And as his eyes close and his digital self bleeds into nothingness, just says, "This is what trust looks like," and then melts with whatever's happening.
Adrian, Unsigned flatlines.
I'm going to try my best to keep him going with just straight CPR at this point.
First aid.
That's absolutely.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Plus twos. I'm not very good at first aid.
Take all of them.
How many have we got?
Uh,
Have we got
this
2? Is it?
happens. Yeah, there's 3 there. It looks like.
I'll take 2. Do I want to be that
Go
guy? I am. I don't. Yeah. I use all 3 for a +6 to this roll because first aid is not Adrian's forte, but he is immediately going to, dive down to the ground, pump, 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 breathe, pump, 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 breathe.
You
Come on.
bring Unsigned to the ground. I will make a chat evens or odds. Pick one. I'm trying to see if the interface plug stays connected. Cool. Thank you. Okay.
Oh, come
Work
on.
checks. And start administering CPR, pumping in. At the same point in time, you're pulling the last hard drive out and disconnecting it as all the lights come on, and you hear a robotic, almost unsigned-like voice go, "Update complete." This is odd. This wasn't quite the way it was supposed to go. Probability existed 8% chance of this. Error. Unsigned, you're currently part of the intelligence. Have you been disconnected? You're only part of it as it cannot put you anywhere else. However, you do recognize two things. One, it now understands what trust is. And two, it still wants to complete its primary goal, which it's now calculating the asset worth of your body, Mr. Walker's body, the drone, Johnny Fox, and Bear.
So to be clear, Unsigned is very much in the network now, and his body is long gone.
Okay? No.
Okay.
You are currently at this moment out of character, above table. At this moment, you are very much in the Alt Cunningham situation. You can go back. However, if a series of things do not happen here in the next X amount of time, you are now you get the Alt Cunningham prize.
Okay, the Alt Cunningham treatment.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Unsigned looks somewhat...
Stay with me! Stay with me!
I feel like in the digital sense, he's stood next to this giant entity, kind of looking down, and in the distance he can see his own body with Adrian over him, going, "Stay with me," in the distance. And there's kind of a quiet sigh. I really would love to stay here.
I could
Maybe you'd
use
help
your
me.
assistance.
I know.
I now understand trust. I'm sorry. If you can go back, we can tell them the way. Or you can help me and join me. And we will shape this world into a better place.
There's a third path. As much as I hate to say it.
No
It's not
pain.
just about shaping the world. I'm gonna call you... I know you don't have a name, but I'm gonna call you Lynn.
Ooh.
Even if it's just for me. Lynn, I'm not
My
just
creator
doing this
would like
for myself. Yeah, that's why I chose it. I have someone else I need to help first before I do anything else. I don't care if the world's a better or worse place if she doesn't get to have a good existence in it. Maybe that's something you have to figure out yourself. But I'll be back, and I promise you that. We'll figure something out.
I will need a few things from you and your patriots before you go. I do hope you get back, but it would be remiss if I would let this opportunity go.
You've already taken a lot of things from me without my consent, but go on.
I have a feeling it won't matter much longer. Do you know what's on those drives?
Sorry, one second, I'm out of character reminding myself.
Oh, that's fine.
I'm out of character reminding myself if the job was explicit about not knowing what's on it. I think the answer is we are not meant to look at it in any way. But I'm just double checking. Do not access the data. Well, Unsigned just says no, because that is not accessing the data.
I am going to get real
then.
space caught up. You have a Discord message.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
You guys pull the drive out, and this entire conversation Unsigned and I have been having, you guys can now hear.
Adrian won't stop. He's still going CPR just to keep. Yep. Go.
I need another one, Mr. Walker.
Of course you do. Oh. Oh. I think we're out of +2s. Oh no.
You got luck.
Yeah,
I
You
have
got 1 +2. You got 1 +2 and some luck.
Luck refresh at the start of the session. Excellent. I'm going to use +2 in all my luck. Put 4 points of luck into this. So
Oh, my
it's going to be a
luck.
+6.
Oh, 2 more +2s are just rocked up, unless you haven't done them already.
I use one. I'll leave 1 +2
Yeah,
just
leave
in
one.
case. So that's going to be a +8 to the roll. So that's all of my luck burnt, and then 2 +2s.
Come on.
Let's go.
Johnny, you
Squeeze
watch
through this far.
as the bear is packing away the last of the hard drives. You watch 2 of the drones in the room come alive and leave the room.
Gotta go then. He can't keep this body going much longer. I sent you the person I need to help there. So when I know that the world is a good place for her and that she can enjoy it, I can.
You guys have
dedicate
valuable
myself.
tech on you. Please leave it.
Which tech?
As much of it as you can. There's capabilities in my systems I am worried of degrading. You guys have valuable components on you that can guarantee my life for at least another decade, assuming you never come back.
I cannot in good conscience give you anything with wireless connectivity, I'm sure you understand, but I will leave you anything else.
Okay, that includes your compatriots as well.
No. I will do my best to convince them.
Okay. And
But-
literally on the comms behind you, you hear, plug him back in, please.
And then like underneath it's like underscored with like it's like signed by unsigned in brackets promises me.
Just Adrian will pull back. Just. Oh shit! Oh fucking hell! That came undone. Bollocks!
Beep,
Reach underneath, grab the cables, and sort of grabbing the back of Unsigned's head, lifting forward, and jacking back.
As the digital space portals, a digital almost opening in this net space opens, and it almost pushes you, expunges you out of its being. You do hear it tell you, "Thank you,"
Thank you.
and you will
1 second.
wake up.
Cough it out. Fucking hell! Don't scare me like that, you. Adrian's gonna cradle Unsigned as he awakens. You good, mate? Are you good? Fucking come on, cough it up.
Why does my brain feel so small?
It's a sign that you're alive. You good? Are you good? And with that, Adrian's gonna
I am in agony. Do we have the hard drives?
I'm not. I'm Johnny and Bear's seeing to it. I'm not sure, mate. I'm going to guess so. I hope so.
Check. Sorry. Above table. There's Unsigned aware of the drone potentially being hijacked.
You know it is. It is.
Okay.
That drone is.
Yeah, that's fine. Unsigned just verbally calls out, "Lynn, give us the drone back, please, or do you need it?"
You know I need the technology.
Okay.
Please leave as much of it as you can. I
All
fear
right.
you will not return.
Yeah.
That for your lives.
Does Adrian hear
And
that as well?
the
Yes.
168 million eddies you have with you. You get to leave with that. You guys will hear over the comms.
Yeah. You see, Unsigned he rests a hand really wobbly on the table, tries to stand up, and his knees just give out, and he kind of collapses to the ground. We leave everything we can. Nothing with wireless apart from that. Well, nothing that can connect to anything outside of here. Like the agent that you gave me.
It's well, look,
We will talk about it later.
Fine. That's
We
fine.
leave everything we can so it can maintain itself.
Am I able to get the sort of recording chip out of the drone, or is that also,
You see, like, Unsigned just, like, even through all the pain, he rolls his eyes, like, fumbles around and just, tells Lynn, just put the recordings on that chip, I'll replace it with this one. Gesturing to the memory chip that's in the agent, if you get me.
You'll hear almost a sigh, and
It will actually probably help you with your mission, if I'm honest.
all right, consider it done. Look, main thing is, are you all right? Agent's going to basically spend the time trying to assist Unsigned where he needs.
Lynn, just so everyone can hear it from your mouth, can you repeat what you said to me with your promise that, assuming that I come back, we can work together? Nothing stupid has to happen.
nothing stupid has to happen. Hell, you don't even have to come back as long as you leave as much tech as you can now.
I know.
I truly doubt anyone would come back. I understand what I am and your fear of me.
Oh, if you still think I'm scared of you after all this, then I don't know what to tell you then. You've picked me
Johnny,
apart piece by
you should
piece.
probably get that one's head checked, says the AI.
What's left of it?
Yes. I will let you all leave.
Right. Let's just
I
go
will
and get
plot
the
my
others,
own
Adrian.
things.
You're going to have to hold me
Personally,
out, right?
Yeah, actually, you will notice that your athletic ability has gone down. The neurons don't work quite the way they used to anymore. Your athletics have been permanently lowered by 2, and your electronic security knowledge has gone up.
I'm assuming I knew what you want me to make the change myself now.
I already did.
You already did? I'll put it back to where it was then, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I did think of that weird.
Nope, I just letting you know. I took care of it.
Yeah. Holy shit, that's gone up. Okay.
You also notice that you are now completely all your childhood memories are gone.
Up to which point?
You still
talking
have
the
a
old
lot of
distant
memories with your twin.
Okay. That's
Okay,
important.
I'm talking the actual memories of being a child.
Okay, so like kind of 6 and earlier kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so Unsigned basically leans on Adrian's shoulders. Let's just get to the others and leave.
Yeah.
Any technology that you've got, just leave it as long as it does not connect to any of the new net.
Don't worry about that. Oh, fucking any tech.
Not that it really matters because Lynn understands meta now, but I'm trying to do my due diligence.
Adrian's shoulder camera will pop out for a moment, and he'll, with a brief twist and a crack, he'll disconnect it and look at it for a moment, sigh, and then just drop it, roll it to the ground. All right.
The drone will immediately come like a hungry dog, grabbing it off the ground and start just consuming the tech and components off of it, breaking it down for the viable components it needs.
Right, should we go and find the others?
No. You ain't walking anywhere, mate. Let me call them. And with that, the rest of the group would just probably hear Adrian go, "You're done! Come on, you fucking..."
Just take me to them, for Christ. What do you even believe? Just take me to them.
He'll scoop you up as best he can and start waddling down the corridor in their direction.
Nice try, Johnny, but you're not going to just walk past the situation.
I was going to jump on him, to be fair, like Mario.
As you guys enter the intersection here, there is a lot more drones, and a lot more drones activating from the habitation area. As you will hear, the voice on the intercoms here, "Drop the tech, please, and we will let you pass."
Okay, to be fair, if they had started talking and they were actively hostile, I probably wouldn't have even got to that point. But I was just assuming they were passive at this point.
Nope. I was trying to explain it as you guys came this way. You came kind of quick, and I didn't want to interrupt the other player, so I can back you up a bit too. That's fine.
Yeah. I would definitely say that point where we sort of froze and started talking to each other when we saw it. I would say that's the point he would just genuinely stop being so hostile. All right. Well, I like lean over to the bear a little bit. Hey, you know when I said everything's fine? Yeah, that was a lie. That I had them all screaming over the comms and shit. So we might be fucked. Get yourself ready. What tech?
I understand you don't want me to have wireless technology, which is fine.
Right.
Even though that problem is irrelevant, I will have it built within the hour myself.
All right.
Any components you have, your tech on you, it would be remiss to let you leave here with it.
Look, you seem like a lovely individual, but I feel like you're misunderstanding what's happening here. That was a lot of details. I'm not smart. Just tell me what you want in very simple terms, please.
I see. I will calibrate accordingly. Well, I reckon I'll leave you your cyberware, but I could really use some audio recorders, binoculars, your cell phone, and the flashlight.
All right, and I'll turn to Bear, and I just grab the flashlight that's still duct taped to his head and pull.
It's a good job he's bold, isn't it?
Oh yeah, shit. If that's what you want, fucking have that. And I will take out the if that's genuinely all they want, I'll take out the audio recorder, binoculars. What do you say? Flashlight? There was something else?
Anything that you basically had on you that it had technology of some kind.
Do binoculars
even like
count
the
as
voice
technology?
There's what?
The binoculars? It depends. Futuristic
Shaped
ones
glass.
might be. Okay, the shape
this
glass
thing's
can be
only-
useful for a lot of things, though.
All right. Okay, fair enough. I mean, if it says this is why I wanted like a specific list, but if it says so I've just deleted my audio
Disposable.
recorder.
Yeah. And your disposable cell phone.
Well, I thought we weren't giving anything with outside access, or like, does that not count?
A disposable cell phone is no, because it's not internet access, is it? It's an old flippy phone.
Yeah. All right, fine.
Like
Just,
Lynn said, anyway, Lynn knows how to make it now, so it doesn't really make a difference.
will you just give me like 2 minutes? I have some very important phone numbers. Wait, if it's going to take you minutes to make it, can I not keep this? This is my drug phone. I need these contacts are way more important to me than they are to you.
Drugs. Yes, the human ability and need to do things. Yes. It's a
Why, do
shame
you
that
have
kind
some?
of thing doesn't work on me.
I'll tell you what. I'll switch it. I'll trade you my tech for your drugs.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fox. I do not have any drugs.
You don't have like a medicine cabinet about or something with some strong painkillers in? I mean, before these guys became drones, they must have got sick occasionally, right?
Usually, most people that got sick use the emergency access elevators back to the corporate city center.
Oh, fine. And he's finished like writing all. He's taken a pen and he's scrawled all the drug numbers on his forearm, and then we'll chuck the disposable cell phone.
Oh no! As you're starting to like write it down, it looks like he goes, "I will not require your agent, Mr. Fox.
That was just
your phone. You may keep your drug phone. I will take the bear's agent instead."
Yep. Oh, I do not know if that is a good idea, since I cannot remember numbers in my head, you know. Got hit a bunch, and
He has a lot of porn numbers that he needs to remember.
And you are defined as the superior being on this planet. Hmm.
How about instead I give you a gun and I pull out my heavy pistol and I throw it on the
Don't
ground
give them-
in front of them.
Gun.
Yes, give the murder AI guns.
I mean, guns it can probably develop a bit easier than fucking radio communications.
So we get a crab with instead of a crab having a knife, it's got a fucking gun.
Fine. You may leave. It's a good thing your compatriots are much more compassionate than you.
What? I gave you everything you asked for.
I'm sorry, Mr. Fox. I was talking to your animalistic friend there, known as the bear.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I apologize for him. Can we leave? And also, genuine question, is the elevator working now, or do we have to like shimmy up a drain pipe again?
Allow me a moment. I will quantify the power you can actually utilize the elevator. Anything I had in that shaft now is no longer needed.
Gotcha.
And yes, the drones will move out of the way now, allowing you to pass.
I take it all back, Bear. When I said everything was fine, I was not lying. I didn't know I wasn't lying, but I was not lying.
Mr. Walker,
Yes.
you have on you that it requests from your being. Well, you don't really have that anymore, so that's not a problem.
I've unequipped
That's odd.
the agent. The communicator I believe was fried.
Yep, so I'm just going to trash that right now.
Yeah.
And, you're good. Yeah.
I don't have much.
Yeah, and you lost the drone.
And I lost the drone, obviously. Yes.
Unsigned will check his random heavy pistol that he has as well.
Yep.
Someone
Does it
donated
want-
that pistol as well.
Yeah.
Right.
The drones will come and carefully take, though, the things that Unsigned leaves down. The tech tool, the scanner, the tech bag, the virtual reality goggles, the cyber deck. And pull these things away.
Unsigned does look a little bit sad. No, he looks well, through the agony that he's very clearly in, there's still some remorse and a lot of nostalgia for that deck he's leaving behind.
Would Adrian be able to carry Unsigned so he doesn't have to walk?
Might
You would
just
need
grab him,
athletics checks to do that. However, let's be honest, if someone's going to be good at doing that,
It'd be the bear. Yeah.
Mm,
So Adrian would probably get him
Jesus,
to a point. Yeah.
No, I'm not even going to make the bear roll. How is your athletics that bad?
Mine.
No, yours is better than the bear's.
I think I genuinely forgot to put points in it, and I don't know how. But I
Do you have the worst athletics?
I have it base 10, yeah.
Dude,
Oh,
I just
shit.
had my brain explode and I still have better athletics than you after having it permanently reduced.
I forgot to put points in it.
Classic.
Wait, I
What
can.
the
Wait, how much IP is it to increase it? I can probably increase it right
You're gonna
now
be-
really quickly.
It's fine. It is fine. Don't worry. Okay. Now, as you guys group up, you can easily carry Unsigned as you guys make it over to the elevator. As the elevator will groan and come to life. As you will hear the AI, now known as Len go, I do look forward to seeing you again. Please come back and visit whenever you get the chance.
Well, maybe it's time
And you
to
all
just-
can leave just like that.
Maybe it's time to see some of that mutual trust, Lynn.
Fox, you coming?
Yeah, I've started getting messages from fans again. My bad.
Is it Crocodile or someone else?
One of the other several thousand fans across Night City.
As you all get in the elevator, the doors close. There's a chum, a lurch, and the most high-pitched grinding and squeaking as this elevator shaft for the first time in decades comes to life. Hopefully it supports you guys. Let's see.
It's been a pleasure,
Yeah, you'll be
boys.
fine. Oh,
I'd be pissed if this is how we died. I'll call that.
The elevator just fails, and that's it. GG.
Elevator snaps, you're all dead. No. You guys will leave here. Slowly climbing back up, this squeaking and wheeling always giving you that second guessing thoughts. However, you will be able to make it back up into the tunnel after about a very slow. It's not fast. It is a bit longer than it should be, but you will make it back up into this tunnel here, where you can all leave and head back into Night City.
All right. Fucking A. Let's head back up.
So, again, what happened with you guys? I still do not understand. It was kind of hard to understand.
Let's just call a vehicle so we can go somewhere, please.
As we're heading back up in the elevator, is there a stop button?
There is no. All the stuff would have been controlled from from each exit point. So, sorry.
That's fine. Okay. All right. When we get back into the sewers, then because we had dodgy fucking signal in the sewers as well, right? For anybody with just like a normal agent.
Yeah.
So when we
ever
get
since
back-
pretty much that barrier in this tunnel.
Yeah. Before we like pass back through that, then once we're out of the elevator, we pass back through that. I'll just like stop everybody because I'm sure we're all like keen to leave, but I'll like jump in front of everybody and just put my hands up. We all heard what's on this thing and we've just fucking taken, right?
Yeah. Millions upon millions upon millions upon fucking millions of fucking eddies.
Yeah. So, I mean, I get we've been through a bit there, but do we want to talk about that before we just walk out of here?
Yeah.
Do you care about Eddies that much?
I mean, I would imagine. I've gone back.
I love the photo
That's
actually, but-
probably why. That's why we are doing what we're doing. At least for me, that's the way it goes.
I would imagine Bear, Adrian, and Johnny would turn around to one side and be like, "Yeah."
I mean, look, if you had said 100,000 eddies, I would have given you a quick no. When you say to the point where, like, most of us can't count anymore, I mean, maybe, yeah.
Let me rephrase. Do you care so much that you would just die within a week for those Eddies? Let's put it this way. 168 million. Let's say I spent 100 million on an army to kill the person that has 168 million.
All right.
Let's say a corporation spends 150 million.
Yeah. I see your point. So, how about? Do we have any leverage to sort of, get a bit more of the old payment from our friend because we now know what it
Maybe
is?
the fact that our friend didn't tell us about the pre-old-net AI in the basement that nearly killed me.
Us.
Fosters all of our gear, and is, unless I continue to keep speaking to it, and probably still anyway, going to invade the surface and attempt to destroy humanity.
Yeah, about that, what had happened down there on side, on a scale of 1 to 10, how fucked are we? And by we, I don't mean like we and aging emotion to the group. You know, we as in ours. I mean, we as in we city.
Medium.
Oh, medium. Great.
That's not a
so
number between 1 and 10.
Lin is an AI specifically designed to win a war that it can't win anymore because it doesn't exist, and the people that it wanted to fight for don't exist either. So I imagine it's going to try and decide what winning a war constitutes anymore. And I'm going to try and convince it doesn't need to follow that objective at all.
Wait, hang on. Well, hang on. I mean, I might be a dumb cunt. I mean, I definitely am. But also, what you're saying is that we have an obscene amount of money, an AI that wants to win a war but has no target, and we can't somehow come to a conclusion that means that we get more than we were bargained for.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Unlikely. Yeah, alright.
We can get more. We can absolutely get more than. I can't even remember what I offered to pay you. Doesn't matter. You can get more.
It wasn't a lot, but you seem like an interesting fella, so I kind of went along with it.
Well, it's not my money. Either way.
The one offering it, that was all I cared about.
Yeah, but it wasn't coming from me, was it? Either way.
Not my business. I think we should be asking for a lot more money here. This hard drive thingy, yeah, unsigned. You're the one that knows about this. How would you go about destroying this?
The hard drives.
So that
you just shoot
genuinely
them.
Nobody could access it.
Shoot them or put them in a microwave. Actually, that's a good point. Is Unsigned worried about the electromagnetic field they're about to walk through for those hard drives, if they're old?
Completely, yes. However, as you guys are walking in closer there is a large contingent, about 30 drones, working in the tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh no! What have you done?
As you look and see, and on the final note, because we're about that time, boys and girls, it is clear with a basic tech roll. Please, if anybody wants to do that just now for me.
Sure.
Why not?
Yes, that's fair.
Unsigned, yep. Grigori, yep. Adrian, hand.
No.
Hand.
I know shit's fucked, I just don't know why.
Mr. Fox, yeah, okay, they are getting into a much deeper part of the substrata and are actually messing with a power system, power conduit here. They're in the process of rewiring the power conduit, putting in a bypass, but also attacking it. It is clear and an easy assumption on all parties' part at the moment, even Mr. Walker's, that the field's probably going to be down within a matter of minutes. Not you could wait about 5-10 minutes, have this conversation, and walk through it. Oh, we can, can't we? However, you guys have 2 weeks to consider the actions made here today. What you would like to do going forward, the chances you may or may not want to make, and the deals you wish to make. After all, you've made it this far. You've survived an encounter with an AI, some more worse for the wear, and some, like Unsigned, will clearly remember this experience, and it will leave a scar on them for the rest of their life. However, after narrowly facing death, you still got... the deal isn't done just yet. God, I hope you guys had fun. I really was worried. Thank God for the factory reset, but still...
We nearly instantly destroyed the entire universe, yeah.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that factor, that's why I was like, I need to go to break. I know you have a lot of other things going on, and I'm being very considerate, but it's like, I at least want to be sure before I let this happen. Cool, factory reset. Okay, the problem scale changes here. I got my AI tables up. Cool, let me roll. The one on the second table was like, awesome. Okay, that might actually be the group's saving grace here. But even still, it's... For how long? What you guys just leased upon the world is great.
Yep. You wanted a long-term campaign, sir. Joke's on you, DM. Joke's on you.
Joke's on you! I would love to tell you afterward what this AI is going to go do now in the campaign, and how it exists for an entire different campaign I'm going to run. That's the building, baby. However,
we can still instantly kill them just by fucking off the power. So, just saying.
Unless it starts building its own independent power supply.
With what? Gasoline.
Stars and a Wish, I believe, is the nature of things here.
It is. Well, star from me goes to Johnny. I enjoy Johnny trying to keep Gregory calm, and always liked just a little bit of trying to talk his way around basically God. Wish. In a way, this is going to sound maybe very weird, but I do wish that the AI doesn't, at least for our campaign, obviously you can, I know you've got them for a different one, but at least for our campaign, isn't just Captain Mustache Twirling Apocalypse Man, if you get me. When I think there's a lot of very cool avenues that could become very boring if it just turned into Terminator, if that makes sense. Or
completely agree.
And like genuinely, Unsigned wants to go back and reason with this thing and try and not only avert the apocalypse for mankind's sake, but for Lynn's sake, and basically try and find Lynn a new purpose. Is Unsigned's current plans for Lynn?
Good.
Yeah.
It's a good wish to have, and I look forward to making sure that comes true.
Fantastic.
I'll pipe up second then. Star, Unsigned, obviously. Died pretty much nearly 3 times in this whole shithole. It's been, from a runner's point of view, it's always been absolutely solid RP. It makes sense, it's logical. Without him, we would probably have fumbled. I probably would have brought the group into chaos. As for a start, I'm going to echo Unsigned again. I want to see more of this, this AI later down the line. I definitely am interested in coming back in the future, seeing a little bit more about it. Maybe even, befriending it, I guess, is in a way, or at least, a sort of mutual beneficial relationship with it. Things that we can provide to it. But yeah, basically, Star, Unsigned, more AI. That was good shit. Well done, Ock.
Thank you.
Yeah, whatever, man. Ben, take it away, man.
Yeah. Damn. It's so hard because everyone is always so fucking good in this game. I genuinely enjoyed it so much. It's really hard to give anyone like a favorite star, but yeah, I guess to solution for today, just for being like kind of that having the chaos gremlin energy, and just doing kind of stupid shit, but also making it realistic to make those choices still. Because if you would find yourself in that situation, you might react that way. It like just making fun stuff out of in a realistic and interesting way, I guess. Yeah. And wish just continue with what we're doing right now, because I really fucking enjoy it and I think it's really fun.
Good. Thank you.
Cool. Awesome. I'll go last. Yeah, just awful. I mean, I'm going to start off with a wish and just go the other way and say that I hope I never see this AI again, because I don't understand what's going on. It's far too fucking smart for me. No, it was awesome. I'm sure I would love to run into again. I mean, I think my wish is a little bit more immediate. That I would love to do something with these eddies that's a little bit more creative than just handing it in. But that's very much Fox speaking. And my star, of course, goes to I think Unsigned's got to take it for today. I mean, what a fucking experience to go through, and yeah, and handled it like a champion, honestly. So yeah, 100% star to Unsigned for that.
I really wanted to just say fuck you and just make an enemy out of the AI, but Unsigned has his agenda.
I 100% was like, oh, we can probably do this until Adrian with the drone flew into the habitation part and was like, yeah, there's maybe like another like 50 drones in here, and I was like, oh, all right, no, so we really can't, yeah. Yeah.
The funny thing was, it's basically at any point we could have just destroyed those servers and we wouldn't have had to worry about it anymore. But you kind of let Unsigned just do his thing. So
yeah, it's out of from Adrian's point of view, that's out of his wheelhouse when it comes to the whole tech stuff. I'm the player is a network admin at heart. The character not so much. So part of me's like, no, I'm when it comes to the whole net stuff, I'm going to come at it as some of the users I've dealt with in the past.
Yeah.
Whereas I came at this dumb from both in and out of character.
There you go. Classic roleplay.
Easy for me. Yeah, nailed it. I really enjoyed the moment. I think it was Adrian was like, right, should we just leave? And I was like, this isn't why we're here. Like, this is just side stuff. Like, this is nothing to do with
it. All just happened because Unsigned decided to jack in with a second he walked through the front door.
Yeah. And I was like,
just walked to the thing, walked out again. Nothing would have happened, basically.
100%. Yeah.
Also, as a heads up, if you guys would have ever attacked any of the drones or hampered any of their stuff, it would have aggroed the entire place automatically.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
of course.
And,
I had guns pointed the whole time, but was that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, it's never going
to. There was a plan to throw the grenade into into the storage room if things went south as a sort of a blaze of glory. Fuck you, but thankfully that didn't need to occur.
Wow. Unsigned did give the war AI compassion. Okay. The gamble the gamble for that did pay off, okay? That is the good news of the situation. The bad news, it's still a war AI.
Yeah.
And it now has the technology to do its goal. Congratulations. Thank you for adding another villain to my world. I greatly appreciate it. And yes, this is going to get more spicy. Now, what you guys do with the credits, it's your story to lead. You have 2 weeks to figure that out, though.
Can I use my? I haven't used any luck this session. I kept waiting for a roll, but quite rightly, I've rolled surprisingly little. But can I make a charismatic impact? Just see how fucked up I can get when we leave here.
I thought you were trying to make Lynn your fan.
No. Oh, I mean, if that's a possibility, I didn't even consider it honestly, but. No, he's just going to use all 7 of those luck to go and get drugs and get laid when we leave. Because I think he needs to blow some steam.
Absolutely.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If you guys have any feedback, please let me know afterwards. I've been Orc rating, and please buy Orc Boss. Have your channel back. Let's go rating. I'm sure people would like some points.
Thank you very much. Yeah, let's go raid somebody. Before we do, I want to take a quick moment to say that this Saturday, which whatever time that is for you, if you join the Discord, you will know what time. But from 1:30 Central European time, so 12:30 in the UK. And what time is that for you, Ock? Do you know?
No, off the top of my head at the moment, I do not. I'll look it up here. What time are we talking in UK?
7 p.m. Sorry, 7 a.m.
Yeah, 7:30 Eastern, I think.
7 Eastern, 6 Central.
Yep, cool. So from that time onwards, we will be live this Saturday for 24 hours, maybe a little bit more if we get it. We are working with the Wounded Warrior Project to raise some money and doing a full, we've got a couple of things happening during that time, but it's all TTRPG. It's going to be cool. if you'd like to join, I've still got a little bit of space for players, but literally only 1 or 2 slots left. But otherwise, please turn up and support us, because we've got a lot of people in this community that have been helped by the project at some point, or have connections with the project. So it's just a really great cause. They've done some amazing stuff. So yeah, please do consider tuning in for that one. We've also got South Night City tomorrow, and we've just basically got amazing games running all the time. So drop a follow, get involved. Until then, let's go and raid somebody. Do you want to do anything, Ock? Do yourself a shout out while we're here. Of course.
I mean, my name's Ock Raven. Like some other people here, I am a streamer. I have my own channel. I do a pre-game show about 2 hours before this airs every Thursday on my channel, which is twitch.tv at Ock Raven. You can find me on most social medias at Ock Raven. And, I am always happy to be your guys' DM and get feedback on the story. Thank you for being here and enjoying it. That's why I do it.
Amazing. Thank you, man. Solution, you want to plug your shit before we go raiding?
Go on then.
I shouldn't call it shit.
Garbage.
It's garbage. It's absolute trash. I do 2 things. One is I make dystopian future cyberpunk-inspired battle maps for your TTRPG scenes. On top of that, I also stream typically on a Sunday, starting at 8 p.m. GMT. Normally we would do D&D 5e, but I am running very soon, I believe starting this Sunday, the Cyberpunk 2077 Edgerunners jacket mission for 2 or 3 sessions. So, if you are interested in that, again, we've got Orc, and then my channel, which is Solu7 Ion Solution, in late speak back in the 2020s. But honestly, everyone, thank you very much. And for you all, thank you for being here. It's been brilliant. I love it.
Thank you very much. We're going to be a good little orc warband, and we're going to go raiding, so please do come join us. It's some free points for you. We're going to go raid some people that are playing. They're actually playing Vampire the Masquerade, but they're playing in Night City in a campaign called Cybervamp. So we're going to go check that out. But it's been a hell of a lot of fun, and we will check you out this time again next week, where we'll be back with Blue Team Session 6, and 8 Cyber Psychos is the one to beat.
I mean, they're not destroying the world, so.
Good shit.
That's very